Baby, do you really wanna tell me you will want this body on Saturday morning? 70 to you like a come on, honey. Ooh, baby, do you really wanna tell me that you ain't thinking of me when you're not next to me? I ride you crazy.
Yeah, MYST is our names put together, and you also. So it's Mira, you, Sucre, and Trella.
Okay, so
Oh,
all
we are
of us don't
included
day
inside.
inside girl
That's
group.
so cute.
Oh,
We have so many influences, honestly, because there are so many people that worked so we can run this our race. So people like Tiwa Savage, she influenced us a lot because of how unapologetic her sound is, her confidence and everything. And we try to tap into that. Groups like TLC, Destiny's Child, people that came before us.
Ashake is bad at giving it. Like,
oh, I
I
think
feel like
he's
Ashake
I
is
think
one of
Ashake is horrible at it. Oh my gosh, he's so bad at it. Hi everyone. Hi Pepper. Welcome to the space. How are you?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the press. It's another
Greetings.
ATTW Monday.
Greetings. What?
Fantastic time to be here.
How was your weekend? It was good.
My dear, I can't believe it. At my big age, I made it to the club somehow and I didn't pass out. Crazy.
That's so funny.
It was a good weekend. I was out with friends, so that part was nice. But then it was also raining all weekend, so that part was not nice. But overall, very good
Well,
weekend.
I guess to add to that question, if it was raining over the weekend, did it inspire you to listen to any music?
What do you think?
I'm gonna
I'm so sorry. Why am I laughing?
no, because like I know what your answer is, but also it was funny for me because shout out to all the new music, but the song I've been rinsing is Tornado. So,
See, I'm so sorry to everybody else. Tornado just is currently my where I'm parked at right now.
that's fair.
Like a lot of the new music, not bad. I am looking forward to listening to. I haven't listened to it yet, but I am looking forward to the Trillo and New Baby EP that I'm excited to listen to. But I don't know. I'm not very plugged in. Like yes, this week.
That's fair. Okay. To start and to kick off, we're gonna talk about some new music that has dropped. Oh, hi, Big Bad Granny. Hope your weekend was good as well. Welcome. Um, One of the songs that dropped this week that I was very excited about when I saw it, especially because she also did her Europe tour announcement. But it's Molly. Molly dropped Jet Ski. It was very cute, very adorable. Loved it. Did anybody get to listen to that? Apart from Pepe, I guess. No? Yes? Okay. I'm going to drop a couple songs, and if I mention any song that anybody wants to that anybody got to listen to and they want to chat about and stuff, please come join the space. So obviously Molly dropped Jet Ski. Like Pepe had mentioned earlier, we had Trillo and New Baby's free EP. If you are familiar with this space and you've been a long time listener here, you know that we're big fans. We're big fans of Trillo and New Baby over here. So yeah, that was a very exciting project.
I actually started listening to that, but I had not finished the project yet.
Yeah. So
think
far,
I'm
what
gonna
did
do
you think
something else.
about it?
I think it's great. Their talents, no question.
Yeah.
I'm I think I had like 3 tracks in, then it was remaining 2, and I think I went and listened to. I went and did something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed.
I did think it was
everything.
really cool. Sorry, go ahead. Don't take my bad.
Yeah, I think was it Maya Jama or the song.
Yeah, it was so crazy to see Maya Jama use their record by a
Oh
Java on
yes,
their
I saw
Instagram.
Trilo post that on
Yeah.
Snap.
I think she probably gets a lot of people that mention her name, but maybe she's never had anybody actually name a song after her. So I thought that
Yeah.
was
You
funny.
know, speaking of that, I think something similar happened with the Tibbs Uche Jumbo song, and
Yes.
Uche Jumbo used it. But
Which,
what I was gonna say
yeah.
is that I think it was Maya Jama. There's like a female voice that is not credited as a feature,
Mm-hmm.
and more or less add a verse, or is that a different song?
It,
Because that was
it
my
might be that
own thing about.
song, but were you like, did you have like a guess of who it was?
No, the voice didn't
It
sound familiar at
didn't
all.
jump out to you. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
And I was trying to check credits and check like stuff, but I didn't see anything. I was like, who's that? Why do they have a verse and the anime is not there? But yeah.
Yeah. Somebody else dropped an EP, which I think he said he gave us an EP for his birthday. It was um Ajebota 22, Big Bad World. Thought that was interesting. I didn't listen to the whole EP. I think I listened to one song off there, and I thought that was really good as well. So shout out to Ajebota and shout out to Trilo and New Baby for their EP drops. Something else that happened, um, those drops happened. We had Molly's jet ski. Cade, Cade was doing something on the internet and he dropped his music.
Really something. We're going to do something on the internet.
What did you think about this song, Big Irony?
I can't lie to you. I didn't get past the visuals because like it's like the fifth gimmick this guy is doing in how many years? It's like, bro, please, I beg. I'll check it
This
out
gimmick
later.
is killing me.
I'm so
And
sorry. I literally watched the
but
video and I was like, what is happening here?
not gimmick. Like, who is the creative director? Please, I beg now. Oh God, but
But I guess my
I would like
question
to
for
talk
you
about the
is,
music.
do you think the gimmick worked?
I mean, we're in a gimmicky economy, and so far it's not really converting for anybody. Like, unless you are Rema or Maggie, like nobody actually cares about your.
Or Malay, or Malay, or Malay.
Now I said, like, if you're not Rema, you're not Omale. Like, rest, man. Like this, I think people are forgetting that this internet age here is very. We have very short attention spans. Because like we have teams that will post when their artists are trending and say, oh, the artist is trending. Like, but does that that trending now, does it convert into streams or booking? If not, then give it a rest, man. Like, just go and do your sponsored ads on IG. Let's hear the music. Which one is gimmick every blessed day? Which one is what is gimmick work? You're not TikTokers, like you're an artist. Which one is every day? That one too that has done like 15 different eras in the last 2 years. Like, I'm gonna give it a rest for real. I don't understand what's going on in this you people's industry. I
I
will soon leave now for a year. I'll go and do law again. I'm tired.
I think what killed me about the Cade song is like I actually think Cade is a great artist. I like
That's
vocally,
not fantastic.
vocally,
Like, not the gimmick.
like he vocally he's a great artist. I just thought the entire thing was so funny to me. Okay, Dante, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I was going to talk about the music.
Oh yes, yes.
I
What did
actually
you think?
really enjoyed. No, actually, I really enjoyed the project, especially the Wako Play song.
Mm-hmm.
Is like really amazing. There was a part where he wrote something about like not forcing the situation currently, but you make it in a different life, and I think that makes a lot of sense for what he was talking about. But it's also very creative to say that even if it's not a spin the block situation, even if we come back and reincarnate or whatever, maybe then it will work. And I like that. I personally think that Cade is like one of the most underrated pop stars we have in this country. He's really amazing, super talented. And well, I'm just one person, but I feel like I also underrate him, not the music, but by how much like less attention I give to him compared to like some other people that I like. And these moments like this that remind me of this guy is something else. Like the way he uses things and pick up influences, and sometimes you can pick it out what he's doing I just noticed, and he experimented a bit on this project because there's a song with Big Fish, the Y2 6K uh, song, which is pretty weird, but it's an attempt, and I think it's good. There's no song here that I don't like, but I believe this like a play before an album. I heard there's like an album coming, and I'm looking forward to that because there are some of his snippets that I've heard that I'm like, yeah, I really want to hear those songs.
Yeah. Slick back. What about you? Also,
Yeah.
before you actually go, how does he want us to pronounce it before R&W? Is that like what he's calling it?
You see the way I didn't pronounce it. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. I do not know. I don't know the title of this EP. I just know it's an EP and I'm enjoying
I was
it.
like, is it before R&W? Is
Oh,
it?
okay, yeah, it's before Rich and Wako because the album is Rich and Wako. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay. Good for him, I guess. Okay.
Now don't start again.
So just because, like the way you said this thing now, this is my problem with him. I think he's such a phenomenal artist, but he gets caught up like on the wrong things because he's giving before rodeo. Um,
Oh, I see what you mean. I get.
yeah,
I get.
because like I've noticed like throughout uh, throughout his career, he has always like come up as I'm chasing the trends
Mm,
and not in a good way. Like when pop stars like ride the trends
mm-hmm.
and they come out like as like even though they don't come out as a copier, but like they will come out as someone that know how to like a Davido actually. Do you understand? It's not like it's bringing out new generational music, but everybody can understand what he's doing. But he comes up of like I am a copycat, and I don't think he's a copycat. Like I'm not saying he's a copycat. I don't believe he's a copycat. I believe he has the talent to create something original. But because of the gimmicks and the branding, he always comes off as like, oh, I'm directly copying this person or I'm directly. And that always pisses me off because I'm like, bro, you have the talent. I'm sure you have great creative ideas. Like, I just need you to be confident and authentic in yourself. Like, just come off as authentic. Like, it doesn't matter if you are cheesy. It doesn't matter if you are like,
I think we lost Slick back there, but I think I get what he's saying ultimately, and I'm very curious to, I guess, see what Rich and Wacko looks like if this is before Rich and Wacko. So shout out
Can
to
I
him.
say something
Yes.
before like you move on? I'll just add that I think anytime I see his gimmicks, the reason I don't take them all the way serious is because of when I think about who he's trying to, and that might be that person's definition of like marketing and getting attention. So it's very like that, and so it makes us to know why somebody like Lost Boy wouldn't be feeling that. I don't think I feel it that much. It's just like I said, I prefer summarizing the artistic thing, the song. You get it.
I got you. I got you. Another song that dropped, we had a single with Russian, Setch, and Loj, Tattoo. Um, Cute song. I also had a music video, which I thought was adorable. Did anybody get to listen to that one?
Yeah, I heard it.
What did you think?
I heard it. Mm, I didn't know if this is what I was expecting when Lojay and Russia linked up, but like you said, it's kids. But I still want the Lojay Russian, like very hardcore, like the hardcore Lojay type of song. Yeah. So that's what, but it's just just preference. But yeah, this was cute. It's not like a bad song.
Okay, okay. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, real fast, we're gonna take a break with new music and we're gonna jump into inviting and welcoming our special guests. of this space. I almost want to do like what do they call that thing? Uh, Drum roll, all of that. Everybody, welcome, MYST. Woo! Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew, pew,
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're so honored. We're so happy to be here.
Yes. Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing?
Good.
Okay.
Agreed.
We're gonna kick this off in a very interesting way. The first thing I would like you lovely ladies to do is please introduce yourselves to everybody. I know we have for those who are not aware, for those who are not familiar with the game. MYST is MYST Ignite, a girl group that is just dropped their debut single, Dynamite. I think it was last week.
Yeah.
And for those who were here last week, we talked about the single, we talked about what we thought about it. And so I would love the ladies to, introduce themselves.
Hi, everybody. Good evening, everybody. So the three of us are here today.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
My name is Mira.
My name is Sucre.
My name is Trella.
And together we're MYST, your favorite Nigerian girl group.
Oh shit!
They've
Thank you,
even
ladies.
they've even gotten the introduction down pat.
So, Mira, Sucre, and Trella, your favorite Nigerian girl group. I love it. I love it. Welcome to ATTW. We love that you guys are here. We're familiar with you, and we wanted you to get the chance to, introduce yourselves to everybody else. So you just dropped your debut single, Dynamite, with God Omar. I think before we get into the music specifically, let's start with getting to know you ladies. So, like, how did you guys meet? How did you come together? How did MYST come to be?
Okay, so it's a very unique story, very beautiful story. The three of us grew up separately, different backgrounds, different states. I based in Lagos. Sucre was based in Abuja. Trella was based in Port Harcourt, and we're all solo artists before we met. But then I really wanted to be a part of something that was like bigger than just me. I wanted to build a legacy, and I designed like flyer. I started putting out a flyer that I wanted to find girls that were just like me, like minds, like dreams, to be artists, to form a girl group, something like Destiny's Child, but better, from Nigeria. So I put it out on every platform I was on, every platform I could find, my school platform. I was on this BTS Army group chat, and I never chat there, but something just told me to go there, that I will find people like me there. And Sucre's aunt happened to be on the group chat, so she forwarded it to Sucre. And before then, I got different aspects. People were coming to me doing auditions, like they want to be a part of it. And I was like, sure, they were very talented women, but I was like, there's this I'm looking for. Like, I know what I'm looking for. And when I find it, I would know that it was that spice. So when Sucre messaged me and we started talking, and she told me her dreams and her aspirations, and I listened to her music and just her journey in music, I was like, yes, this has to be the girl that I work with. Like, she and I would just go. And that's how we started making music together. We started talking, started bonding, and we went in search of our third member. It was a very, very long search. It was a long search. Like, we still kept seeing like talented women. Like, there are so many talented women in this industry, guys. And it was so hard to pick from. But after a very long search, there was one fateful day that I was in Arasta's comment section, because like that's just where I'm always at.
No. And we
I
know
saw
that because the star boys and girls do love MYST, so
yes, yes, it makes me so happy. But yeah, that's where I found Trella. I saw a comment, a very random comment one day, and I don't know why it spoke to me.
you were talking about
Nigerian
how
people.
you guys met Trella and how you guys came together.
Yes, yes. So when we messaged each other, shared each other's music, we took her on the journey with us, and we've been together ever since. Like, we were separate before, but God just did it. Like, everything was aligned properly. God with our story for us, and we found a way to commute together. We came and we were living together at Ibadan for a while because Sukre was still in school, so we had to stay beside her. And then when she was done, we came to Lagos because Lagos is the happening city, you know. So
Yeah. And how long ago
we've
was
been
that for you guys?
4 years ago.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
insane. But you guys have made it here and now you're doing your thing and you've done a lot of underground work, learning, putting music together and being able to like meet people along the way and now you're debuting and you're missed. Harvey had a question earlier while you guys were out. He was saying is missed just your names put together?
Our names and yours.
Yeah, MYST is our names put together and you also. So it's Mira, you, Sucre, and Trella.
Okay, so
We
all
are
of us don't
included
get
inside.
inside girl group.
That's so cute.
Oh, wait. So like
Yo,
this
They
that's
said
now.
we're they said we're part of Mist. That means who that? That
So
means who
wait.
that?
you
I'll
know what? You
remember.
know what? You know what? I'm glad I asked this question because the layer you just added to it, it makes it fantastic. Because I was thinking that why there was like was with the M like mirror, right? But I didn't even know how mirror was spelled. To hear that it's me and you and everybody else is fucking fantastic.
Yeah. This is
I have a
actually
follow-up
adorable.
question.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fucking impressive. I can't even lie to you. I didn't see that coming. Question now is, how did you guys squeeze that in? Like, what made you think that you wanted to include us in your name, like make us part of your journey?
Because for us, starting the group and like coming together, we wanted to include the listeners, wanted to include our community into our sound. We didn't just want the journey to be about us. The journey is also about the community, the people that love us, the people we love, the people that listen to our sound, the people that inspire us. So that's why the you.
That's why we're important. So I guess my next question to that is that what happens for us that cannot sing inside the group? As
You
you
can
have
do
added,
back. You
as you
can
have
do. You can
added
do
me inside,
background. You can do
as you have
background.
added me inside the girl group, what will happen now?
You will love background.
If you guys had to describe like who takes what sound, like is anybody more of a soprano, more of a tenor? Somebody's like, oh, in this girl group, me, I'm the bass. Like, how do you guys describe the parts you play in the music?
One thing like very sure we do like swap the sounds. Like one moment someone is feeling like doing this, next moment someone is strong and doing it. So we just like let it flow amongst ourselves. There's no fixed sound for anybody. Like what all the sopranos, the altos, the tenor, the bass, we do it all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love that. They said we are every woman. We do everything.
No, as comes with all groups, there's always a dynamic, even right down to the P
Hi
square.
guys.
Hey. Even right down to the P square of it all, they are the group dynamics. And so I wanted to ask, like, would you say one of you is more of a writer? Hey ladies, can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Okay, first of all, you guys are actually funny because
Welcome back to our YouTube channel for real.
Shout out to you. Okay, sorry. I was asking about group dynamics, right? Like even down to the P square of it all. You have like, what would you say you guys are? Would you say one of you is a dancer, more of a singer, more of a writer? Like, how would you describe the group dynamics?
Yeah, I feel like we're all gangsters, Sha. We're all.
She said
I
that.
love
I
myself.
I thought you said gangster, but we're all gangsters and we're all dancers. we, we,
I was asking if one of you is more of a dancer, not a dancer.
I beg before you answer. This one you people are saying we're all gangsters, and you've put me in your group as you. I beg. I'm not a gangster.
No, like gang things.
Like
Gang.
Oh, like gang shit.
Gang shit.
I need you people to be so for real.
So gangster.
That's crazy.
I love it.
That's crazy. Who no, but seriously, who would you say is like the writer of the group? Or are you all writing? Are you all
Or even just in general, your creative process. Like what does that
look like for you guys? Like how immediately I see MYST, the first thing that actually comes to mind, most people might say Destiny Child. For me, what comes to mind is actually Cheetah Girls. Shout out to them. So I was wondering, like, how would you guys describe the way you create the music you make?
Well, our creative process is very dynamic. Most times we write and then we all listen to the same beats and then we write in like one person is writing this part and that person is writing that part, and when we all fuse it together, it just like aligns, it just makes so much sense. And then there are also times when one person might not be strong and we all like join forces together to write together, and that's how the flow is. There's no like particular pattern. We just like go. Sometimes we're stronger together, sometimes we just like do it between ourselves and
yeah.
You have to have like a very delicate method of like even writing and creating for it to be able to work, that even when you guys do stuff separately, you're able to bring it together and it makes sense. So that's a lot of dedication, and that's also a lot of knowing each other and what you're doing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's awesome. That's very exciting. So on the 12th, so last week, you gave us your debut single, Dynamite. Oh, sing it for us. Give us a little tidbit for the people in the audience that have not heard this song, that's slacking. What should they be listening to?
To be listening to Dynamite.
The chorus is very catchy, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Funny.
Ready to take out dynamite, causing commotion, fantasize. When I'm in motion, you go want your body to be on mine.
You guys can't see me, but I'm actually dancing. So
There's a challenge to it, so we'd love to see
everybody
you. Okay.
Everybody needs to tap into the challenge.
The wise of the MYST.
The wise of the MYST need to tap into the challenge.
Let's get it.
So how did you guys put Dynamite together? Like, what was the production process? I know it was produced by God Omar, I believe. So how was it like writing this, putting it together, working with the producer, and then also like ultimately after doing all of that, how did you guys decide and settle on this being your debut single?
A lot of creative process, a lot of recording sessions, a lot of vocal trainings went into Dynamite, and it was
Dynamite is like our statement piece. We wanted to come out with like a very bold statement that really showcases like our confidence, our readiness to take our place in the legendary space of African music. You know, in a time that there is like no Nigerian based girl group in that mainstream spotlight yet, we wanted to make a statement that these are the things that are driving our passion to make music. So Dynamite is just that kind of song that is telling everybody that we're confident and we're ready to take our place now. So that's the lyrics spoke to each of us, and we were just like, yeah, this has to be our debut single. We have a very diverse sound, but Dynamite is our baby that we just felt like would showcase what we're trying to say and what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I think it's a very great song choice for a debut. So, congrats to you, ladies, for sure. And Dynamite be going. I know you guys just had your right before the single dropped. You guys had your party, and did you get to meet a lot of your fans? Did you get to meet a bunch of people to like speak with and people that like were able to tell you how they felt about like listening to you in person?
Yes.
Yeah, we're able to meet a lot of people. We're able to meet with um the community as well, playing the song for them, asking them for feedback, because one thing we really appreciate is honest feedback. You know, a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good, but it's the people that really care about you that would tell you when they feel like, oh, this needs to be tweaked, this needs to be changed. And then it's just left for you to use your wisdom to take the one that like take the advice that matters, and yeah, just work on the ones that you think that need to be worked on. So we got feedback from people, from fans, from music lovers, music listeners as well.
Yeah, it was so nice to see the people that were supporting us online coming to, see us, cheer for us in person.
Yeah.
Like seeing a lot of people that believed in us was just so encouraging, honestly. I'm grateful.
That's really exciting, and I know that like it's only up from here. One of the things I also wanted to speak to is like the dynamic of being a girl group, right? So I know a lot of the time, especially in the Nigerian industry, there's a tad little bit of selfishness. So it's like a lot of artists would love the idea of being the center of attention, but in a girl group you're expected to share that attention. So how has that been like for you guys? What has that dynamic been? Is it like, do you guys get along all the time? Do you bicker? Like, what does it look like for you guys?
Uh, we're sisters, and we're like
You
just like
see why I said
relationships.
cheetah girls?
There'll
Because we
be
are sisters, we stand together. You know?
yeah, so, but realistically speaking, like, you know how there are ups and downs with like real sisters, blood sisters. It just happens just the same. But what matters to us, honestly, is how we pick ourselves up from the ground. And I feel like we respect each other so well. And we're focused on building our identity, our personalities, and just being better people in general. That's why I say our vision have to align. Our visions align, our dreams align, and we know what we want to get to. So that just helps us even when we're bickering, because that can be held to our girls. But we always pick ourselves up from the ground. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's really cool. How do you guys navigate the Nigerian music space when you spend your time going around and realizing that like most people are like singular artists, but when you walk into the room you're walking in as a group? Like, how does it feel to you to be able to stand out in that moment?
It feels, to be honest, sometimes it feels like very different, but at the same time, we view ourselves as like one body. We view ourselves as like a singular, let me use the word entity. So even while we're with other artists, we listen to other artists' sounds and all of that, like we still connect with them. We still try to blend in wherever we go, because no matter how you put it, like we all need each other in the music community. We all need each other to like growth, for inspiration, for so wherever we find ourselves, even with solo artists, we just blend in and we still stand out in some way. But yeah.
I actually don't even blame them, because there's not been any Nigerian girl group that they can relate to. So they are intrigued. Like they want to know more about us, and we're open to connect.
And I think that's important. I think that being different makes you stand out for sure. So
Yeah.
that's really exciting. You've gotten a chance to work with a lot of different people along the way, from producers to mixers, engineers, back end, a whole bunch of different styles and groups of people. What has been your favorite parts of navigating different groups of like people in the industry?
I think our favorite part is learning, because in the process of meeting different people, different producers, different recording engineers, different music exec, we've learned a lot. That has helped tremendously in our artist development, and it also like helps in our sound as well, and also our songwriting. So the favorite part for us is the learning aspects here, because we've really learned a lot.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. I want to give everybody else a chance to, ask questions and speak to you guys as well. Dante, you have a question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi guys. Um, I think my first question is the verse two of Dynamite. Whose voice came in at Face It Through My Eyes?
Oh, that's Trailer. That's me, Trailer. I'm Trailer.
I wish I could put the face to that, but that was one of my favorite parts of the song, the second verse, right even before. And my favorite harmony was around that fighting for myself, winning, and give you what you've never known around that side. So you guys think so well, and the context you're able to provide that you guys have been together for 4 years is crazy, and it shows regarding like chemistry, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Whose voice that was, because that person was going crazy, guys. And I think the question is any of you interested in being the producer among the group?
Trailer is, I've been doing some underground learning and stuff. I'm still trying to like get it right, because honestly it's quite difficult. I'm not even going to say anything, but I'm very much interested in being a producer and learning, very much interested.
Wait, and Triller is the same person with the voice I just asked about.
Yeah.
What's on your playlist right now? Like just like random a few songs on your playlist that you're listening to right now.
No, they steal my question, man.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's
what?
it.
I
Don't
won't
steal
ask
that
that question.
question.
Prepare you ask the question. But I think the last thing I'll say is I guess shout out to Brume, because Brume worked engineering this song, and everything Brume touches is just like good.
Shout out
Again,
to
Dante, I need you to get out of my head. I don't like that. Like you are really just stealing all the things I want to say.
Like,
I'm annoyed.
we are like, as they say, gang. We are together.
We are really
not all
getting
of
for
you.
real, man.
You too.
Yeah,
you
we
people
know
join MYST and become gangster too. Love it.
First, I'm here for it.
No, I'm not there. Please, I'm not
He said I'm not there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I guess I'll just pick right off of what Dante said. Like shout out to Brume. God, Brume. Yeah. I'm, beyond like obviously Brumer being like the engineer as well, like he does his own music for people who are not aware. I don't know what rock you are living on, but please come outside. And fantastic. And he did an amazing job on the record. I enjoyed Dynamite. I can't lie. I've been whining this twist to ready to take off Dynamite. Me, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not taking us to anywhere, but the record is fantastic. I love it. I guess the question I had wanted to ask was like who are some of your like your it's very cliche, but like who are some of your like favorite musical influences, and when you guys are not creating, like who are the people that you're listening to, who's on your playlist, beyond Ira Star, because it's very clear Inkosola is there, as
Star girls
Sabi
and star
as
boys,
Sabi
all these Sabi
babes.
children
So,
follow Mist for real, for real.
we have so many influences, honestly, because there are so many people that worked so we can run this our race. So people like Tiwa Savage, she influenced us a lot because of how like unapologetic her sound is, her confidence and everything. And we try to like, tap into that. And other groups like TLC, Destiny's Child, people that came before us that walked the path of girl group legacy.
Yeah, and when we're not writing, when we're just like listening to music, vibing, we listen to artists like Tiwa Savage. We just have to say it, Arasta, Flo. Flo is also a girl group. Yeah, and yeah.
There's so many girl groups, like global girl groups right now that are making waves. So like they inspire us because that's where we're trying to reach and beyond.
Yeah,
Like,
we listen to Rema. Rema is also like one of the artists that influence our music, and we listen to him like even when we're not writing. Yeah, we
A day-to-day playlist.
That's awesome. That's really nice, guys. I like you guys have mentioned even several girl groups, and so I think like it's very obvious that you've done your homework. You're not here to play, and so that well, you're here to have fun, but you're also here to be, about the music as well. So
yeah.
love that for you, ladies. I think one other question that I do have right now is that like you've given us your debut with Dynamite. What should the rest of us be expecting? Like what should we be looking forward to? Sorry, if you
Sorry, our mic was
you,
off.
yeah, I just realized you guys
So
are mute. Yes, go ahead.
we Yeah, our sound is very, very diverse. So you guys should be expecting like very nice, different sounds, like sounds you've not heard before. A blend of like British sounds with Afro, some house with Afro and any kind of genre you can imagine.
Different
Yeah, you're definitely going to.
fun music.
It's
fun
gonna get
music.
your body moving. So
yeah.
Only body, so no R&B in the mix, damn it.
There's definitely R&B.
yes, so
Okay, I just say let me ask and confirm. Sorry.
Just
In this space, I'm
When
the.
Brume is in the building, no R&B.
I just had to say because in this space they do refer to me as R&B correspondence. That's where I like to camp my tents. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what next you guys have, so far. So well done, good job. We need.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I have a special request for you, ladies. It's very special, very very special. Can you give us one small acapella or something that you guys have worked on? I say special request, special request, special request. Just give everybody sneak peek, sneak peek, sneak peek.
It's just snippets to what we're working on. We want to taste out of what we're cooking.
Yes, no.
The food has to be done.
Oh, that's why I
The
say
food
that.
has to be done.
I say that a cappella. You know how you taste the food before you finish getting ready. That's how you will know if it's on the direction or not. Now you have to taste the food just a little bit to know that it's headed in the right direction. Just give us a little something, a little sneak peek, a little something for us.
Okay. Who's speaking? What's your name? Belema. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna be giving you a little something now.
Oh, we appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. This is serious. This is serious. You guys are on mute, so don't miss your mic.
All right. Ooh, baby, do you really wanna tell me you will want this body on Saturday morning? 70 to you like I come on, honey. Ooh, baby, do you really wanna tell me that you ain't thinking of me when you're not next to me? I ride you crazy.
Wala.
Wow! Give me a wow! Give me a wow!
I know you people did not just say selling it to you like a car. Come on. On Saturday morning.
On Saturday morning? I will be there.
You shouldn't miss it for anything.
I will be there. Don't worry about that.
We do love
that line always muzzes me. I come on.
No, because
like,
what do you mean?
Come on, honey. Okay. Love it. See, I it was a beautiful, my special request. Thank you very much. Truly appreciate it.
The pleasure.
Yes.
This is ATTW exclusive.
Real fast. Oh, welcome, Shakara Princess. You have a question for the ladies.
Hi guys, you guys don't know about Akamo. You guys don't know about Akamo on a Saturday morning. Miss, don't tell them, but they don't know. Secondly,
You know the drill.
my question is, are you guys looking for a fourth member? I can dance.
They already have a fourth member. The fourth member is
Baby,
boss.
what did you say you can do?
I can dance, and my favorite color is blue. I can break dance. Let me tell you about it. What?
You can do it.
I can break dance. I was going to represent Nigeria.
My bad.
So like, y'all call me. Just call me, okay? Okay.
All right. Be reachable.
Yeah, MYST plus Shakara.
No, it's Coco Mist or Miss Coco.
Mist Coco.
Yeah. Miss Coco, yes.
Mist Coco, love it. No, I just want to say you ladies sound beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And thank you for indulging me. You guys sound awesome. Does anybody else have any questions for the ladies? Any other questions for the ladies? Shout out to Brume. Shout out to No Stress Madam L. Don't stress her. Shout out to
shout out to the people at Loom. People are doing amazing stuff.
Shout out to Bev.
Shout out to Bev. Shout out to L. Shout out to Brume.
Shout out to all
people are doing amazing stuff.
I wanted to ask you a question. Did they answer who does what? Because I dropped off.
No,
I
asked. They said they do everything. And I love it.
They say they are gangsters and dancers. They do all.
They said they do all. So I love it for them. I love that they do all. So not that she said interesting. She's gonna hold you guys to it. Real fast.
Trella is actually the dancer.
Trella is dancer.
Stella, thank you for opening your mouth.
Trella is dancer.
Mira was winding her waist at the opening party like Shakira, but you know, I just keep quiet. I think the things that I saw that night, I'll just keep quiet.
No, she outing you guys. Real fast. Another now that you've shared a little bit of something we should be expecting, you've given us your voice, you've spent time with us, you've also told us that we are all gangsters and we are also members of MYST. I now want to ask you people. June 12th has come and it has gone. What next should we be looking forward to? Where should we pitch our tents so that we, because if you give us dates, then we will not come and be disturbing you people. Otherwise, we'll just stay in your mentions asking what next, what next, what next. So, uh, what should we as your new fans? What should we look forward to?
We have new sound, guys. Like sounds are coming, but the tent that we set up, you guys, we need you people to gather there very well. Dynamite. The streams need to you guys need to push us, so we're encouraged to give you more. We have a lot of rice in our pots, okay, and we want to dish it out.
Very plenty.
Yeah, we want to dish it out. So just help us push Dynamite, hawk it with us, and you'll definitely be hearing from us very, very soon.
Rice and stew very plenty, but make sure
Very,
there's
very
also
plenty.
more. Make
Nah,
sure
these
there's
are these are women that know ball. You see how they said rice and stew, not fried rice, not jollof, rice and stew, because truly that's the superior rice. You're correct.
That is the superior right.
It is very true. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. Do you have anything else that you want to share with your new fans, your first time listeners? Anything you want everybody to, take away before you leave us? If you're speaking, you're on mute, by the way.
MYST is here to stay.
Period.
Support us till the end because MYST is not complete without you.
Yes, so MYST is not complete without you.
Lovely,
Yes, sir.
lovely. Everybody, please go stream Dynamite. I think it's hilarious that when Mr. Are speaking, they do also speak in chorus. They don't just
Everything sounds like
They go together. No, I actually I see they you guys are prepared. Let me just say it like that. Because even when you're answering questions, we I say we everywhere we.
we.
I love that. I love
No,
that.
Pepe, I know what it is. In Mist, they also speak French. We.
Yeah. You're correct. They do that.
Oh no,
We love
that's
multilingual queens.
Trella, what have you been doing?
Trailer learning French. Hey.
Trella's been what? Is it Trella and Duolingo like 5 and 6? Like
Bonjour les merci.
Oh, Trella, it's me and you. I'm on day 485 of Portuguese.
185K.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
My dear, I'm on 961. You should rise up, please. Come on. You can do better than that.
900 and way.
961.
Pepe said I've been here a while.
I've been here. Please rise up, my dears.
Right.
No, I kid. But that's amazing. Like, you guys should continue the good work. Really excited to hear from what next you guys have coming.
Okay.
For all the people that are listening, more than streaming, share it with your sister, your daddy, your uncle, your family members, even the ones you hate. Share the music too.
Listen to Dynamite. Sorry, G, you joined a second ago. Did you have one question for them before we see the ladies off? Yes, no, maybe? Okay. Lovely. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. This was MYST, Mira, you, Sucre, and Trella. We're all here, all of us. Part of the group.
Thank you. It was so much fun. Our first Twitter space.
Yay! Yeah. And you guys are always welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to us tonight and getting to know us better. We love you and we appreciate you so much.
Yes. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Even chorus to say the bye. We're in trouble with these ones. Love it. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Like they said, you guys should make sure you go stream Dynamite by MYST. Since all of us joined hands together and make the song now, we must make the song blue. So lovely stuff. Thank you, ladies, and thank you everybody that was here to hang out with MYST. So we're still gonna continue the space, but we're just gonna jump right back into new music. We started with new music. We're gonna keep on talking new music, and we already spoke about "Dynamite" by MYST, but we'll dive back into new music, and I want to hear what everybody else is listening to. So we've talked about Russian and Loj. We've talked about the fact that we have Cade giving us before Aaron something, RW, and
Rich and Wacko.
Rich and Wacko, good for him. We also have our dear sister doing her Europe tour, Molly. Molly's giving us what was it? Jet ski. So jet skis here. Lovely song. Did anybody have anything to say about any of those? Shakara Princess, you still have your hand up. Yes.
Oh, that was a mistake. But did you talk about Tyler's drop?
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet, but we can actually jump right to that right now. What did you think about that song?
My girl is a superstar. Name one bad Tyler song that's come
You
out in
know
the
what's so
last
funny? I heard
4
the
years.
song. I heard the song and I said, ooh, 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 ooh. We are gonna be here a while. Like the people that keep trying
A-pop.
to the people that keep trying to get rid of Tyler, sorry to them. Because what a jam. What a song. Lovely,
A-pop.
lovely song. A-pop is gonna be a beautiful album. I already know. So shout out to A-pop for real, for real, for real.
Yeah. However, I was watching something today about the rollout for the album, how she's a very interesting pop act in terms of she moves on from her songs really quick. So apparently she's actually never performed the Zara Larsson song. And the fact that she moved on quickly from the Zara Larsson song to the FIFA song with Future. And they said they were just basically talking along the lines like it's not really the norm in for a pop act to move on from songs so quick, especially moving on from a proper summer banger to like a FIFA theme song. Granted, yes, obviously FIFA is in
Yeah, it's
going on
worldwide.
right now,
Yeah.
but like yeah, which is actually true because I can't also like think of it. I've never seen her perform. She did it again. I've seen Zara perform it because obviously she's doing her college tour, but I've actually never seen Tyler perform it.
Yeah, and I think it's very interesting because
Is it on the album?
yeah, it's on the album, and A-pop's meant to drop next month, which technically we're already there, but it's towards the end of next month. So it's funny because I don't think I was maybe now thinking about it, maybe one would have been fine, but I don't think I was expecting her to drop another single before the album came out. But maybe that was just in my own head. But shout out to her. Shout out to her. Is It Love is a beautiful song. I'm very curious to hear what this album will sound like. I know Is It Love, She Did It Again, and Chanel will all be on the album.
And she put Is It as well.
Oh, she put Is It on the album too.
Yeah.
Okay, good for her. So we'll see what comes out of all of that lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, Naye, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, sorry, I agree. Tyler, you can't hate her, bruv. You can't. I feel like if you do,
she's very good at what she does.
it's yourself you're doing. Because the girl's just too good, man. But yeah, I really enjoyed that single. I feel like that single. I just feel like she's, when this is controversial, but when Wizkid, like people used to say, like Wizkid can never make a bad song. I feel like that is Tyler. Like, no matter, even if it's not your taste, even if you don't feel it like that, like you know that the song is still good. That's the level she's at. And I feel like, yeah, she's got a big team that work behind her. But it's one thing having all these people work with you on the record, and it's another thing to execute it. And I just feel like her execution is just always top notch, top quality, the most expensive steak.
Like she was literally in Ibiza with Shimza doing the closing party. Like, what?
Bro.
I did not expect her there.
But yeah, that's a by the way. But like Tyler, yeah, she is here to stay, and I fear you guys are gonna hate her more. But sorry. But in terms of other new music, there's this girl in Nigeria that just dropped. Her name is Solana.
That she's been trending, yes. That's one of the songs on the list.
Yeah,
Solana and Killer
that
Tunes
song.
Okukun. How do you say Okukun?
Yeah, it's already on like 100K street
It's
streams
a
on
it's
Audio
a
Mac.
bop.
Insane.
It's a bop. I'm so happy
From
for her.
Friday.
I'm so happy for
Insane.
her.
Crazy.
Happy for her. She's been grinding. So
Yeah, she's been
Yeah,
at it
she's
for
been
a
in the game for a
while.
while.
So
And someone like her, and this is the beauty of music, like, and trending, is that people, like, I've never heard of her until, like, this song, but I've now gone back to, like, her previous
old stuff.
releases,
yeah,
and the girl is good. Like,
yeah.
the babe is really good. The unfortunate thing about trending though is that I was like going through her comments, and I'm seeing people that are like, obviously there's one visual that she posted, and then people are like commenting, as you're representing the Yoruba
Oh yeah.
thing, you should be closing your breast. You should be doing this. I'm like, she is nicer than me, because I will actually tell everyone to get the hell out. Like,
You know,
get the hell
This
out.
is where we'll say the gimmicks are backfiring.
you know what's so funny, and we'll eventually talk about all these gimmicks. But it's so funny because back when I was in my only platforming Nigerian women, African women bag, which I still support that 100%. I remember this was maybe a year after she had dropped like her first single. That was the first time I came across Solana, and it was 2021 maybe, because I think she actively started like at least dropping as Solana in 2020. So I remember coming across her music, and she has this like 2 pack where one of the songs is with Victoni. And so it was so funny because when I was about to, like, when I was going back to go listen to the song, because I already knew who she was, but I hadn't heard any of her more recent stuff. I went back and then I realized, oh, those 2 songs were my jam for a very, very long time. So I was like going back to that and jamming it, and I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta grind and stay on your grind, and
Honestly, and it pays off.
yeah, it pays
It
off.
will eventually pay off.
Yeah, if you guys ever get the chance, go back and listen to it. I think one of the song with Victoria is called "On My Way." It's a beautiful song. So
And just shout out to the producer as well, Killer Tunes. Like,
yeah.
that is how you work with an artist. Like,
Shout out to her. It's the shade in
I
that
know go
laughter.
talk.
The shade
But
in that
that
laughter
how
actually just
you
killed me. But that's funny.
that is how you work with an artist. Like,
There was a lot behind that statement.
The way she laughed, you heard it too, Abby. That's
Okay,
what
Lane, would you like to unpack? This is a safe space.
no, it's okay. That's
Recording
like,
space.
we're not talking anymore. I've come here as an independent.
We're just chilling, bro. This is
chilling.
our safe space.
This
for
is
real.
our time.
she said. I'm just
but all
here.
I'm saying is,
That's how you
like,
work.
I just really, I loved how, like, him showing like how it was done. Like, there was storytelling, and that's what even makes me, I don't know a thing that this baby is saying, based on language barrier, but you can see the intention. And like, even from the producer, like, they had this song in 2021. This is not a today song that, oh, let's try and make a moment. They remember the song, circled back and said, oh yeah, let's drop this. Like, that's beauty. And I just feel like, yeah, not every relationship with an artist will be like that. Like, producer, artist, like, sometimes it's just a beat, and then you work on a beat, and bam, 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 you go on your way. But I honestly feel like, because of beyond like the sound of it, the relationship between Killer Tunes and how he also feels about the record, and her also, like, her visuals and everything in between, collabo, like, it was just beautiful. And I feel like, yeah, this song is gonna be a, a statement song, like, in terms of industry stamp. That's what I can say. But yeah, I'm very proud of her. And yeah, I just hope that she continues the great work.
Yeah, I'm very happy for her. I know it's getting her a lot of attention, which is, and it's getting her specifically attention from people that are like very big. So it's easy to be like, oh wow, how did we get here? But I love it for her. I know like this is gonna play out well. And also it's crazy that they did this from 2021 because that was, I think, when I first started listening to her music. And the reason why I knew it was going far is because there are people that I know that don't listen to like music like that or are not that in depth in the music place in the music space, and that Ukokun song they've been jamming it. So, and they've been sending me like the snippets and all the videos she's been making. So I was like, I'm very happy for her, and now that the song is out, it's actually moving. So shout out to her, shout out to her. Lovely stuff. Who else has been listening to other new music? There have been a couple other drops. We talked about Trilo and New Baby's EP Free with Maya Jama song that's been going. Ribena dropped Dantata. Fowls dropped a new song as well. Ole. Did anybody check that one out? Yes, no. Naya, did you have a song that came to your mind? Or did you have something else that you wanted to say?
Oh, is my hand still up?
Yeah. I didn't know if you
Oh,
like it
sorry.
had gone on.
And I
Yeah,
want to
legacy
say
hand.
quickly on the Solana song, I know we've moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I really appreciate not just, I mean, great producers locking in, but also great artists and producers locking in and making timeless music. Because for a song to be that old and not even feel that
Old.
old, like,
Exactly.
let's say even if they did a little bit of refreshing, I mean, for them to bring it out and it just sits perfectly. Um, in this year, meaning this timeless, but also timing as well. Like not being not like the way they described it, it didn't sound like anyone was forcing it. It just felt like, oh, remember we did this. Oh yeah, that was dope. I love that. It makes me feel as though not obviously Killer Tunes is he's cemented in my opinion. He's one of the producers that we talk about less, even though he's been killing it for such a long time. But I think it's really cool when like artists just take the art as is, like in a flow state, let it happen and put it somewhere in, I guess, a hard drive somewhere or on an iCloud somewhere, or you know what I mean? And then, oh, actually, let's actually pick this up. And it must also mean there's a lot of work being done, for them to just have forgotten about it. I'm just curious about it. Just makes me feel curious, but also like
Yeah,
I
like
really look
what
up
else
to
could have
people
Chin making?
that look at the doing the art in that way, like in a
Yeah.
very flow state type of way. I appreciate it a lot. So yeah, just thought I should say that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like the fact that they forgot is actually hilarious because it's like, what else have you guys been working on that you forgot this?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's part of how this music thing goes. But like they say, be diligent in your work; it'll all play out. Um, we had a bunch of other new music come out. Ekene with Red Bands, Fowls with Ole, Ribena with Dantata. Somadina and Lemav also dropped Para Para as well. Like, what has everybody been listening to? Dante, please go ahead.
I listened to Ekene
Oh,
is a
Ekene's
big,
drop. What did you think about
yeah,
it?
I think it's a great song.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
I think it's a great artist as well.
Red
I,
Bands.
I respect that. Yeah, it's amazing. And I think it's the lead single for his upcoming project, Little Off. Yeah, that's my submission. It's great. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it's so.
It's Mars as well too, so yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of makes sense that that's where it's coming from.
yeah. I also think it's hilarious that now that we're coming to the end of the year, everybody's dropping music, like and dropping actual projects because for the first,
Is it the end of the year yet?
well, I won't say end of the year, but the last half of the year. In the first half of the year, we were talking about how like the only people that dropped music were Ashake and maybe Omale. There weren't a lot of people that dropped music in the first half. So in the last half, it looks like that's when everybody's coming. So shout out to them for real, for real. Was there anybody else or any other song that you listened to this new music Friday that jumped out
Did
to
we
you?
talk about the but yeah,
Ajebota's, yes, we talked about it earlier, but what did you think
damn.
about it? Big Bad
I
War
like it,
EP.
but I don't want to sound like that kind of person that listens to one song and they're like, oh, it sounds like. But I thought I was listening to Black Magic, like, or is it just me? Am I
I know
crazy?
the exact song you're even thinking about.
I was
I
like,
heard it
is it
too.
Black Magic?
I
Like,
heard it.
why does it sound like that? Not that I'm complaining because I miss Black Magic, but it's just like, wow, that sounds too similar to Black Magic. But yeah, I like the song.
Yeah.
It gave me like
Did
throwback
you listen
vibes.
to the whole EP?
No, I didn't. That was just the one I caught
Yeah,
because it was
that was the
on
one I
playlist.
yeah, that was the one I listened to
Yeah,
specifically to.
like I don't know. I liked it not even because of the song itself. It just gave me like uni vibes or pre-uni 100 level or something. Like when I was younger, it sounded like Black Magic. That time
Yeah.
it was really.
It
I don't know. I
sounded
really
like
liked it. Nostalgic.
it sounded like something that Ajibota put together as per, I think he said what, birthday gifts, or it just sounded like something like he was just like, oh, I just need to drop something. I was just chilling, and so it didn't seem so heavy or anything from coming
Yeah,
from him. Like
I
it didn't
liked it.
feel
Sha. It
like
was
it's
very
very
nostalgic
serious.
for me.
Yeah. So love that, love that. Shout out to Ajibota. Dante, was there any other one that you listened to, or Mrs. What's It to you? Anybody else? Anything you listened to? Yes.
Did we talk about Mommy of Africa? Yemi Alade.
Ah, please, actually, you talk about that because it was with Bien, right?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. I'm just an evil person. I thought you were going to be like, oh, this song sounds like a Yemi Alade song. I'll agree with you. And I'll be like, yes, it does. Looking for my DN. And then we'll riff about it. And then we'll be like, okay, let's move on to another song. I don't have opinions about that song. It sounds like a typical Yemi Alade song. It's not, which I'm not saying that's a bad
You know what
thing.
came to my mind specifically, right? Is that like it literally immediately reminded me of how we look at what's her name, Angelique Kidjo songs. That was what came to my mind
Exactly.
when I heard the Bien and Yemi Alade song. So
You're not wrong. It's like it just sounded like it. Nothing shocked me. It wasn't shocking. I listened to it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Next song.
yeah, yeah, okay.
But it's not a bad song to those who like it, sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Dante, what you saying?
I was gonna bring up a song that I was really feeling. Is the lyrics is one of like the artists going crazy out of Ibadan. He has a song with Visa Chan. Yeah, it's called Demigod, and it's amazing. It's such a beautiful song. Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. So you guys could check that out when you have the time.
Okay. You guys, like he said, check that out. You said it's lyrics, right? Is that how you say his
Lyrics
name?
spelled Lyrxx.
Yeah, and the song is with
Visa Chan.
Wizard Chan. Yeah. Other people that dropped LAX and TML vibes with Maga. Hot Kid and Zlatan, which first of all I didn't even know Hot Kid was still a thing, but yes. Ashidapo dropped. This one threw me for a loop because I wasn't expecting it, but General Pipe and Vector. When I tell you I have not heard, at least Vector.
As per born champion
Do
general.
you know what? You know how I was like, huh?
What?
You know the last time I had General Pipe? That's how that was literally my reaction, Pepper, was as per born champion. But yes, and I thought like General Pipe and Vector with Fish, which I thought was an interesting name. Straffiti dropped the bedroom mixtape. Atsagul dropped again. Who else am I missing?
Atsagul dropped.
Yes. And who else? Who else? Who else? I'm trying to think if there's anybody else I'm missing. Ooh, this one, I was actually so confused when I saw it because I was like, where have I been? What rock have I been under? But Oladapo dropped.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It dropped the crazy song.
Yeah, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, I yeah, there's a bunch of new music out there that dropped. Did anybody else listen to anything else that I'm missing?
Can I recommend my songs? I'm just joining, Joe.
Hi, Dami. Yes, please recommend your song. What should we?
Yeah, I just dropped a project named Voice Notes with my friend. So I don't know if you can check it out. I have great music though.
Okay, what you said? It's called Voice.
Voice Notes. Yeah, that's the project's name.
Okay.
That's the name of my project.
What's your name?
What's your artist name?
Damais.
Damiles.
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely stuff. If you have the like a tweet with your project, you can pin it to the Jumbotron. And everybody will go check it out. Anybody else? Did I miss anything?
Can we circle back to that ATTW thing for a second? I didn't know that he dropped the song, but I
don't know that it's his song, but I know he's on the song.
Okay. Yeah. Because there's a song that is kind of going crazy right now.
It's Renzo, Zen Universe, and ATTW.
Yeah, that's the song I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah. The confusion of the song that I want you to clarify for me is, are these people singing about Yaba?
Yes.
Okay. For anybody that's a little confused, the name of the song is the Yabs. As per Yaba is Yabs.
So, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know this. This is news to me. I didn't know we were calling Yaba Yabs. So
I wouldn't say we are calling it that, but that is what they said in the song.
Okay. Cool. That's different. So shout out to Yabs and all the people from Yabs.
It's calm. Again, I can't overstate how much I still don't understand ATTW, but it seems to be doing something right, and like shout out to people who get it. But my only issue with this song is that the chorus did not come back. The record is like 1 minute and 42 seconds, and the part I like in the song the most, they didn't try to repeat. Everybody just came in, did their part, and they kept it moving.
So basically, a choice was made, and
a choice was made, and a choice that it seems a lot of
people seem to be making, because it just seems to me that like a lot of songs are getting shorter and shorter.
There's that, but I was even going to say that it seems a lot of people don't mind, because I've seen the most random cosign for this song, for the most random solidified artist. Like, it's just like that. But yeah, I think like, especially how I believe Renzo started the song, is just really solid. I wish Taj was here to come and defend. I don't want to say his people, but yeah.
That's his street people. I'm trying to see. I think I'm missing something. Skills dropped as well, so I thought that was very interesting. I'm kind of like the MYST girls. I'm Oyinkansola fan through and through. So sadly, but also happily, most of what I was listening to this weekend was Tornado. I just kept listening to Tornado over and over and over again. So
because when you whine like Tornado. That's so sorry. Please, you should
Such a good song, man. Such a good song.
Such a good song. Lovely, lovely song. Okay.
Wait.
To be honest, the only other. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Then
you do it. Go for it.
Oh wow.
Nice,
seems flirty. Pepe, this is very flirty. Anyways,
I was about to ask what's going on here.
So there's an artist. I don't know what their name truly is, because again, I'm terrible with names, because I've actually never heard anybody pronounce the name. I think it's Russian. It's spelled R.
Yeah, it's Russian. It's Russian.
Yeah, it's Russian.
Russian
Oh,
and
you know,
Logic.
I would have twisted my tongue. I'll have said Robsy and because I'm bad shit. Anyways, there's a song called Tattoo.
Yeah,
I like the
with
song growing on
Logic.
me.
It's growing
With
on you.
every listen, I'm like, this is not bad. It might need a little bit of Maggie, but it's not a bad song.
A little bit of Maggie K.
I don't know. It's growing, Sha. Like I just mommy. Something to kick it up a bit.
It needs a
But,
little bit of Maggie.
but I love
Mommy.
Loj, so
Mommy is crazy.
yeah. I love
She
Loj.
know, she know real.
About it. I think it was Black Culture that posted it on his
Ooh, Black culture.
I love Black
yeah.
Culture.
Oh, I've met
Shout out to
him.
Black Culture.
Sorry, I don't know. I just wanted to say that because I'm really proud of
Because
myself.
you're very proud of yourself, Abby. I love it for you.
Yeah. Anyways, and he works with Loj a lot, and I was just like, oh, let me see if he produced this song, and I don't think he did. And I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is not bad. Maybe I should give random people like more listens because I've entered this like silo in music where I only listen to people I really, really, really like, and I don't really give like people that I don't know like that's like listening ear. Do you understand? Because I've got it to that point where I'm just old. I want to listen to what I'm used to, what I like, but I like the fact that I branched out a bit. And it was nice.
I'm crying. Not that I branched out.
Miss Felicity, I have a question for you.
Please.
You met Black Culture. Have you seen him live?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she means now.
I was
Because
in a
even
writing
me,
session.
Seth, I've met Black Culture. I just this. I don't. Let's not do this.
No, not
Only
the
God,
writing
only
session.
God can save you both from my wrath and my jealousy.
Oh yes, Pepe. I was in a writing session with him. Spent like afternoon
Wow.
with him till night actually.
Oh wow.
Is this
You
a
don't mean it.
competition?
Excuse
I
me.
don't understand.
Excuse me. I don't know contractually. I don't know if I'm supposed to. It's a lie. There's no contractual, but there's something I'm on that is coming out.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just so giddy
Please,
that
what's it to you, please?
you know when your head is pre-blowing before it comes.
Sure.
Yeah,
They'll
man,
just give me
yeah,
shock
that
and cut
very
it out of the EP.
Really?
It has happened to me before. I worked with somebody, celebrity. I was like, oh, it's coming out. Year 2, and it has not come out.
Yeah, sorry.
It do happen.
It do happen
be
all the time.
Collected my money though. That's the most
Shout out
important
to
part.
Shout out to you. Okay, on that note, is anybody else that I'm missing on new music? I know we'll probably get to them eventually, but I wanted to make sure I was missing
Have we
anybody.
talked about the Ashake of South Africa?
Yeah?
Hell?
Please
Mommy Water.
explain. Please explain.
Tyler.
Omo Water.
And now we've talked about her, yes.
Oh no, okay, so for the first half of this Thinamabob space, I don't know, for some reason I couldn't hear anything. I kept on coming back, I couldn't hear
You
anything.
kept leaving and coming back. Yeah, we were talking about the new single and how the entire album is gonna go very far once it
This girl has already done dance challenge. Hi. I woke up with dread in my heart. And I said, oh God, this girl, she doesn't know how to sleep on anything. You don't understand. While people are still pondering, let me know if I like this song or not. I already like the dance. What am I to do? I can't hate this. I almost said the B word. I can't hate this brethren. Like, what in the world? Like, Tyler, give us a chance to think about this song first.
Yeah. Toby had mentioned
The
earlier.
problem is that people cannot breathe. She's not allowing you to breathe.
She's not
None of
allowing you
that.
to breathe. But like, yeah, Skoko had mentioned earlier that like people were talking about the fact that she moves on from songs very fast as well, and like the album is out in about a month, so we'll see what happens in this.
But like, I feel like isn't that like the new generation music thing? I think that's the complaint about like Ira too and many other people, except for maybe like other artists that they are known to take time, like Thames. Like Thames is still eating off of like, but even Thames too, she released like 2 projects not too far from each other. Do you get? I think music is becoming very fast foody.
Yeah.
It has become that. But like, one thing I like about Zara Larsson and what was her name? She's still eating this midnight sun. she's still going to be singing that until next year. Like
As
she's
she
still
should.
pushing it.
It's a fantastic song.
Do you understand? She's still pushing it, but it's quite unfortunate actually that people like Tyler and Ira, they're forced to like keep people's attention by like just dropping and forgetting, dropping and forgetting. Because me, I actually want, because I know Ira, I think she's dropping next week or something, or this week. I'm not sure. But I actually want her to let Tornado breathe. Like I want her to do like so much press and like promotion, and but I know they won't. They will just release another song that is equally as good and just keep on feeding us till the album drops. But yeah.
Shakara Princess, you were talking. Shaka did a secret listening party, all right?
Yes.
I saw
Apparently, we
that.
might be getting money deluxe.
Yeah, I
Really?
saw that. Apparently, Ashake did.
That's what I heard. Though. Don't take me. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true
Apparently,
or not. But
Ashake did a secret listening party in the U of K.
oh, wow.
Was it
Of course, it's
yesterday?
never a Jekunle.
Was it yesterday?
Anyways.
Was it yesterday that it happened or something? I think it was.
It was on Sunday, yeah, yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Oh, on Sunday.
So it was a secret listening party that apparently people were not allowed to say that they were going to the listening party, or I could not talk about the listening party till after it was over. Apparently, which I thought was very interesting. From the videos I saw, it was giving very similar to like the Red Bull kind of setup, but for the new album, for the Money album. So I thought that was very cute. It was very interesting. I still need to focus and get my tickets for the tour. Did anybody else see videos from that listening party? What did we
I've
think?
seen a bit of clips. I know one of my friends went. It looked good.
Yeah. What I
Yeah.
saw also looked good as well. So
Yeah,
I didn't
had
hear
them
about
in
the
black tie
deluxe.
as well.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the deluxe of it all. But if we're getting a deluxe, shout out to that man for real. Yeah, yeah, lovely. Shout out to Ashake. And speaking of performances as well, the Obama Library, Presidential Library, opened over the weekend.
Oh, child, Temilade.
Not she going full government. Is it the Miladi?
No, because why did that sweet woman call Sasha Obama Sandra? Oh, no, so who be
I
that?
said if she could have added
She
a
was
Nigerian song, that
nervous.
thing, she would.
She was so
Sandra.
nervous I could, but it was so funny. I just heard, something is called one name, and I heard Sandra. I said, did she change the name?
Daddy Sandra.
Huh.
Who is Sandra, my
No,
dear?
but no, it was. I can't lie. Like, guys, I can't lie to you people. Thames is gone in a way that we cannot explain how gone she is. Like, we really. How do I put it? Like,
You know my favorite part.
nothing you people want to do in that country is going to affect that babe. Seriously.
You know
Like,
my
there's just
favorite
nothing.
part of it. My favorite part of the performance was watching Thames sing and realize that her biggest fan is now George Bush.
George Bush.
I was like, what the hell is going? The way
No,
that
because it's so
the way
insane.
That man was just like, wow, what's this?
Because
I like
the
it.
performance itself was coming off of the heels of them saying that What's It Called had been on Billboard Hot 100 for 12 weeks. What's the name of the song? I'm Not What You Need. Is that the name of the song?
Give me what is it? What is the same?
You know what? I'm Not What You Need.
What
What you need is just.
Oh, it's
what
called
you need.
What You Need. Okay, my bad. Sorry. But yeah, What You Need off of the EP that she dropped. EP that she
That was
dropped
also
last
on
year.
Colors, yeah.
And did the colors and everything. So like it's coming off of the heels of finding out that song has been on Billboard for, I think they said it was 12 weeks, if I'm not getting that wrong.
Jumped even.
And then you
went
obviously
higher.
get the amazing announcement that she's performing at the Obama Presidential Center opening, which is a huge honor because obviously bare presidents are there, like a whole bunch of them.
All the presidents but one. All
All
the
them.
alive presidents but one. That was crazy.
Well, shout out to them.
But man, thank you for in Lagos. They can't come and carry you.
Yeah, so like doing that and then like first and foremost, the mic was on.
Very on.
That
Very on.
mic was on. I say we should really be putting some respect on Thames' name. That mic was on. And then actually seeing the president who was sat there, like George Bush, fully enjoying himself. I said, like this has to, like, I can't imagine what like she thinks in her mind going through these experiences, because
Yeah.
bro,
And
it's very
I
crazy
thought
to
it was
even witness
also,
as an outsider.
yeah, I thought it was also cool because they also got her to do what's it called? To do the thing where she met with kids that were learning about that were also musicians as well. Those kids, they were so she and Michelle Obama both like were with the girls, like she was doing music with them, so it was like she did both charity work as well as like actually doing the actual performance, and so that was beautiful, and I'm very happy for her, and I love to see her
No, because again, like I said, she's like, to me it's because this same performance is the same performance I had a host Stevie Wonder. Like Stevie performed on the same day. That's crazy. Like to be included in the list of people.
Performed. You guys remember when they forced all of us to listen to that YouTube album that they put on everybody's phone back in the day? She was performed on stage, on the same stage that YouTube performed on. So I'm very happy.
I'm very happy. I'm very pleased for her, honestly.
I like in my dream world, Thames and Bono are best friends.
Thames and who?
Bono are best friends from YouTube.
I'm crying, not Bono.
I heard Bulu.
I heard Bolu at first too. I was like, Onye, who be that? Well, Bono, yeah, fair.
Bono are best friends. So yeah.
It's amazing. And what's it? I guess we can say that Barack doesn't lie when he talks about all his end of year favorite songs. Because I was
he said
you got Thames to perform.
He said, "You people don't be believing me. You people don't."
My dear, we don't believe you. You go just they read some of the songs. Be like, what do you know about that, Mr. Barack Hussein?
He was saying that like people say that all the time about him, but like sometimes like it's as simple as his daughter was listening to something and told him, and then he was like, "What is that?" And he used to listen and he liked it. Like it's so funny things like that how they happen. So shout out to the Obamas, shout out to Thames. That woman is overblown. Anytime she's winning, I love it for her. So shout out to her. On that note,
I just want to say.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sorry. George Bush was so happy he was kicking his feet.
That was what I was talking about.
Oh my god!
I saw it and I was like, that man is so gone.
I said, I was thinking
Mr. George Washington Bush was having the time of his life.
Do you know what it means for a white man to be kicking his legs?
Bro, like that man was having the time of his life, and I understand. Like, Thames will do that to you.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, isn't he the president that has the scandal of cheating?
No,
that's Clinton.
That's the other one.
That's Mr. Clinton.
Mr. Clinton
Bush
was
is
also
just
there.
no child left behind. That's what it is.
Bush was.
George Bush is the one that. George Bush is the one that sent them. George Bush is the one that sent them to Iraq and the rest and Afghanistan. Right. Yeah, that's him.
That's the only reason they don't like him.
War on terror and stuffs.
Yeah, they don't like him for that. But shout out to the guy. He's also best friends with Michelle Obama. And it was so funny because like one of the pictures that came out of the weekend was like of the entire event was a picture of George Bush and Michelle Obama standing together holding and posing with an Altoid, because for those who don't know, like there was a time where like I think it was one of the inaugurations where he was hugging her, and I think they like either she gave him an Altoid or he gave her an Altoid, so like it became a funny joke that
as far the person's mouth was booming.
No, as far the person asked for it or something.
I'm kidding.
Like, and so it became a whole thing that like that's Michelle Obama and
they share Altoids. That's cute.
Together. So it was very cute. But I was very happy to see Thames performing and see that the happiest person there was probably George Bush. It was so funny to me. But
like you just know that man went home and he asked his daughters.
He said, "Who is that?
How he can get
How
Thames?
can I get her music?" How can I
Yeah,
listen to
like how
more?
can I get Thames' music on Spotify?
It was very cute. But shout out to that, and I'm very happy for Thames. Okay, real fast. We're doing it a little backwards, but we finally got our TTC top 10. Does anybody have any guesses before I jump into it?
Ashake.
Gratitude, shiny.
I don't even
Damn.
The
want to
way
give
you
it
just
name.
said
Just
Ashake is
Ashake.
crazy.
You didn't even say which song, you just said Ashake.
You just said
Ashake.
gratitude.
She said it doesn't matter. He
It
can
can be
sing
gratitude or
ABCD and he'll still be number
Ashake.
one.
Like,
Fair.
that's why I called Thames. What's her name? Tyler Ashake. It's definitely Ashake.
Ashake. Okay, lovely. I will jump into it now. So, first off, for those just listening, the turntable charts is the uh, chart that shows the chart rankings for the official Nigeria Top 100 in Nigeria based on streaming and radio airplay. And I'm going to start with activity outside the top 10. One of the songs we talked about last week, Buff and Tough King's Ripper's Fate, ascends to a new peak of number 19 in its first full week of tracking. It is the second top 20 entry for Buff and the first for Tough King. I know we talked about that last week, and we talked about like somebody choosing to do just one specific genre of music, if that counts as a genre. So that was interesting. It made it into the top 20. Also, Loje and Kumi's Gorgeous has moved up to a new peak of number 27 in its third week on the chart. And so now we're gonna jump into the TTC top 10. Coming in number 10 this week, slipping from number 6 to number 10 after leading the chart for 5 weeks earlier this year. We have Ashake and DJ Snake's Worship. Coming in at number 9 with a debut of 1.004 million on-demand streams, making it number 20 on streaming, and 47.3 million in radio reach, making it number 13 on radio. We have Ira Star's Tornado. This is Ira Star's 21st top 10 entry in Nigeria. And
Talk to Sabi Girl properly. God.
And no other Nigerian, not even Nigerian, no other female artist has more than 11 top 10s. But Oyinkansola has 21. Shout out to her. Coming in at number 8 this week, entering a new peak in its third week with 1.05 million on-demand streams, making it number 18 on streaming, and 49.93 million in radio reach, making it number 8 on radio, is Fresh by Victoni. Now, coming in at number 7 this week is a new song. It is Burna Boy and Shakira's Die Die. That's how you say the song. Yeah.
Please, I don't. How?
Because
Did
World
you
Cup.
read it?
Wait.
There's World Cup.
There's World Cup. It is Shakira's first top 10 entry on the official singles chart in Nigeria, and the first top 10 entry by a Latin artist since Rotate by Becky G, which also featured Burna Boy in 2021. It reached this new peak of number 7 once the FIFA 2026 World Cup started. It tallied 552,000 on-demand streams, making it number 49 on streaming, and 71.1 million in radio reach, making it number 3 on radio, aka Welcome to the World Cup. Ooh. So coming in at number 8 this week, wait, hold on one second. Rebounding rather from number 8 to number 6 this week after reaching a former peak of number 4 is Ashake's Money Can Buy Happiness. Coming in at number 5 this week is Benson and Saz, Back Outside, holding steady at the same spot after topping the chart for 1 week this year. Ashake really said, I give you 1 week, get out of here. And that means slipping from number 3 to number 4 this week is Ashake's former number 1, Gratitude. Again, real fast, let's go through it. At number 10 this week, Ashake and DJ Snake, Worship. At number 9, Ira Star with Tornado. At number 8, Victoni with Fresh. At number 7, Burna Boy and Shakira with Die Die. At number 6, Ashake's Money Can't Buy Happiness. At number 5, Benson and Saz, Back Outside. At number 4, Ashake with Gratitude, which means lifting to a new peak at number 3 after tallying 2.32 million on demand streams, making it number 4 on streaming, and 70.4 million in radio airplay, making it number 4 on radio. We have Young John's Elumelu, which means holding steady at number 2 on the top 100 after spending 2 weeks this year at number 1 and 7 weeks on the chart is Ashake's Forgiveness. And at number 1 this week with 2.73 million on-demand streams, making it number 3 on streaming, 79.0 million in radio reach, making it number 1 on radio. It is none other than Black Bones and Ashake's Chanel. It has now logged its 4th week fourth consecutive week at number 1 on the official Nigeria Top 100, becoming the longest running number 1 single released under Chocolate City Music, passing the previous 3-week reign of Young John's Extra Cool in 2022. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this week's TTC Top 10. Thoughts, feelings?
I have thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts after that.
I will first start by saying this. I thought it was interesting that the World Cup song, for the first time, actually this is the first time that I'm ever seeing streaming numbers for any song in the top 10 being in the, at least this is the first time I'm recognizing it, that any numbers in the top 10 for any song is in the 1,000. They're usually in like the million. So I thought it was very interesting that the FIFA song has only 552,000 streams from within Nigeria. Because here's the thing, I don't expect Nigerians to be listening to FIFA album. But because obviously it's the World Cup and it's FIFA, it is coming in with 71 million in radio, making it number 3 on radio, which is a higher spot on radio than the number 2 song or even the number 3 song. So I think that's hilarious as well. So shout out to radio airplay for FIFA World Cup. We've done things backwards today, but everything Sha did enter. We've done TTC Top 10. But right now, one thing that I genuinely wholeheartedly wanted to talk about, actually 2 things. First off, apparently it seems that our brother in not dropping bad music, Mr. Ayodeji Wizkid, is dropping an album, apparently. And apparently we'll be having a listening session real soon. He's having a listening thing. For those who know me, you know my opinions on Wizkid and new music. I will believe it when I see it. So, shout out to Wizkid fans. Did you guys listen to what he had to say, or did you guys hear about this, and what are we thinking? Are we also expectant?
I'll know when I see it.
Okay, so you're like me. Lovely. Anybody else? I don't usually talk about Wizkid projects until the day it drop.
I think what he meant was he's now in the album mode. Not that it is dropping, but like That's where I think that's what he meant, sir.
So then
That's
why
what
are
he
they
meant.
doing a
So
pre-launch
why are they
party?
doing launch party dates? They dropped dates.
Have they dropped dates? I didn't know.
They dropped
Yeah,
When
it's
is the
on
date?
Thursday. It's on Thursday.
Is
In
this?
Lagos.
I don't
No,
know.
not in Lagos. I think it's in France.
France. I don't
Yeah,
know
it
why
might
that
be.
that somehow made it even worse. I don't know.
No,
It's
it makes it
I
believable
think it's
because it's
something
never
about Fashion
Lagos.
Week and Dids magazine posting,
Okay.
something like that.
So to me, do you know what that tells me? Dids is throwing a party. That's all. That's all that tells me. Dids does that for artists all the time. So Dids is just throwing a party. That's not. I will see. I will believe the album when I see it. But until then, shout out to our dear star boy. But one more thing we want to talk about, besides the fact that we need Tornado to go even further, is is gimmicks. So earlier today we were talking about Cade and the whatever it was he was doing in that video, and we've seen a several bunch of our artists have like different gimmicks. So I want to hear what you guys think. Is it gimmick to you, or is it marketing, or is it all the same? And are they just trying to, sell their music? What are your thoughts?
You know what
Okay.
would be do you know what would be a good game? If you throw out a scenario and we have to answer one by one, gimmick or real or
Gimmick
something.
or
Because
real?
I,
I like
I
it.
actually can't think of any scenario. Like even the K thing, I didn't even observe it. Usually when I see people, I just scroll. So
Fair, fair, fair. Excel, do you have
I,
something to say?
Yeah, good morning. Sorry to interrupt your conversation. My name is Excel Maha. I'm new on the space. I'm a music artist, and I just want you guys to check me out.
Okay, if you can drop your music in the Jumbotron, like just pin your music to the Jumbotron and everybody will check it out. Welcome.
All right, thank
I
you.
just
Back.
I just want to give a disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that Omade is not in this gimmick
Oh,
list.
please. He's actually
He's
their
just
chairman.
original,
He's
and
their
that's the
chairman.
problem.
But
Their
If people are
chairman.
afraid of originality, people are afraid of vulnerable
That's their
black men.
chairman. That's their
If people,
chairman.
if people will
but
say that, oh, men's mental health, we
this is
want men
what
to be
thieves
vulnerable.
used to do. This is what thieves used to do. Who mentioned Omali? Nobody.
No,
Nobody.
you're setting him up,
he's
bro.
setting him up now. He knows. He knows
But
that he's part of.
can I just give my stance on this gimmick
Yes,
thing?
please give your
Quick.
stance. Give your
Like
stance.
this is my thing, right? When you're like trying to get familiar with an artist beyond the music, because like I said, I like to keep my artists in music most of the time. But then artists do things like world building, certain conversations they want to come around the music, and then that's like a plus. That's an add-on that I appreciate. But I'll go to this first. My big issue right now with this whole gimmick thing is now when an artist does almost anything, everybody's
It's
like
seen
gimmick.
as a gimmick.
Yeah, it's like gimmick, and it's like doing a disservice to the way the artist is trying to express themselves in that period of time. And that's like Fireboy came out with like a snippet the other day, and of course there were jokes about Mountain of Fire, but there were a lot of like so many like gimmicks. I'm like, is literally like, are you guys not seeing how crazy these visuals are? You're not appreciating that, and you know, even though they like to say maybe Nigerians can appreciate certain things, I'm a Nigerian and I don't agree. I just feel like people maybe okay, that would be too much of an assumption to think people are projecting because I don't know everybody. But it often feels like that because it's like, oh, let's downplay everything. If you're somebody who presents an artist who presents the art as like very serious, people, are like, oh, gimmicks. Oh, why is this saying this? Why is it doing this? But then when you try to mirror that reality with an American audience, because I think Donald said something like an interview a while back that it seems Nigerians can't consume, I've forgotten how I phrased it, like the old branding. And if you take a Kendrick or another artist, for example, and you see the way people break down laws in their albums and they break down so many other things the in the person's story and certain references based on nuggets that maybe their team have dropped on the internet like once in a while and they're like, oh, this is that situation. and this is why they build that story around that. So like when I see things like that, not being replicated, but being when I start being true themselves, it could be Rema, it could be Omale, it could be like all these guys in Fireboy. I'm like, oh, I appreciate that, but then everybody's like, oh, okay, gimmick, everybody's doing gimmick, I'm like, all right, cool. But then there's the other side, which I feel is mostly the gimmick, which is let's just do something controversial for the sake of keeping our name in rotation. And that I can get, but then it seems the lines are being blurred, and then everybody thinks all of it is the same thing when it's not. So yeah, that's kind of like
Dante, with the thing of world building that you're talking about, like I happen to work in marketing, right? And I know that if you're doing world building, there are so many things that go into like building that world. First the ideation, then putting it out, the notification for people. I don't know that these artists are doing that. Like I don't know that they are putting out like solid, this is where my thought process is, this is where my this is, that's where my, and I think that also has a huge, like what a huge factor in that is the fact that like we don't actually know these people. Like all these people that are singing, most of them, except for maybe Ira when she goes to Cosmo and tells us that, like when she goes to all these like
Like
international
I can
places
tell
and
you for
tells
sure
us that.
that Ira loves yam. She's like me.
Do you understand? I was thinking about Yam.
okay. Is that
I was
so?
thinking
That's
about, but
wait,
yeah,
hold on.
like
Miss Sophia, let me just interrupt you for a second, please.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like when you say these artists, would you try to like more specific? Because I can think of a bunch of artists who, while you're right, oftentimes when they do those interviews that have the nuggets and all those things, it's usually with an international platform. And sometimes it brings into why certain artists don't do interviews with Nigerian media houses anymore. Because I remember, is it Elsie? Correct me if I'm wrong, or Ellie, I don't know. The She does interviews, and I remember when she interviewed Santi and Odunsi. I think was going to interview Santi, then she interviewed Odunsi first, and Odunsi texted Santi that this is like the perfect person to have those conversations with,
Oh,
because
her
based
name
on
is Ellie. Yeah, Elsie.
yeah, and because based on Santi's like experience and the kind of questions they get when people, especially when Ote was like,
Okay, Dante,
come
so
up and
my
make
thought
him buzz.
interrupt you a bit. So don't hold on to
Yeah, you can.
me talking about media because that's just a small fraction. I'm talking about, let's use the example that you used. What's his name? The
Santi.
hell is his name? Santi. Like, excuse me, I know Mandy and I know the jungle that she's in because this man built that world. Do you understand? So it's not really left on the media like that. That was just a small part of it. Like they themselves don't put out like, and I know it's hard because obviously abroad, somebody will pay Justin Bieber to talk about his album and make it a documentary and they make money like symbiotically. The company that is doing the documentary is making money. Do you understand? So it's hard because there are not really a lot of like companies that will make money from like making a kid documentary that is not like Whiskey or David. Do you understand? And there are not a lot of people willing to do that documentation.
Yeah,
But
I don't
what
think
I
a lot
was
of people
trying
can
to say
even
is
afford that yet.
documentation on the artist part too, on the label part. Like if you're building a world, you need to tell me like you don't need to show me your ideation process like that, like that, like that. But at least give me something that is more than the music that makes me care. Do you understand? So like you saying that it's hard for Nigerians to consume that, I don't think that that's true. I just think that
Okay.
they're not giving us what to consume
I
like
think
that. If you can give
Dante.
me
I
like
feel like
Dante,
I'm
to
examples
be
of
just speaking
clear,
for
right?
that.
Dante, to be clear, I think what it is also is that I actually agree with you a lot that what has ended up happening is everything is now seen as a gimmick. That part is right. That part is 100%. I think the problem is it becomes more of a gimmick and it becomes certified as a gimmick if your audience cannot see you living up to that thing, right?
no
So
backstory.
and
Sorry.
here's the thing, I don't know your life, I don't need your backstory. What I need is proof of concept, right? That is really what I need. So you gave the example of Ira. So when Kosola comes and tells us, "Oh, I really like yam and egg," or "I really like yam," lovely. I can look at it and say, "Oh, she's just trying to talk up to the and show that she's Nigerian, right?" But then everywhere she goes, because she has said that as a thing, she has also made sure, like even when she did that cooking thing with what's that girl's name, right? She goes there
Queen
and
Black, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Queen Backwell. Like she literally asks, like, but we're making yam and egg, right? And then she's like, yeah, that's on the menu. And then she's like, yes. So it's like that kind of excitement is like, I know that is not a play of some sorts, right? Versus
I think what you're
when
saying is
wait,
kind
hold on,
of
hold on, hold on.
confusing.
Versus when you get somebody that is an Ashake, for example, right? Where Ashake told you people skating is a lifestyle, skating is a part of him, right? And he told you people that, and he showed that like he was exploring it as a hobby, as jokes, right? But then once the song was done, they didn't see him on skateboard anymore. And so that can come off almost kind of like a gimmick. And I think that's where it is, where there's also a difference. And this is where I start to deviate from what you're saying, Dante, is that there is, yes, there's clearly a difference between when somebody's trying to market you something versus when somebody is exploring and building a world and we're just saying everything is a gimmick. Like, not everything is a gimmick. But if you're sitting down here and you saw that XYZ was doing kissing videos or makeout videos and you thought, ooh, that would be a great idea for me, but that has never been who you have portrayed yourself to us as an artist, it comes off as a gimmick. If you've never shown me that you're this person that's so intellectual and all of a sudden you're dropping project and you're doing this deep 4 piece deep whatever it was that Omale was doing, where he was talking to the people, but he was talking from it. At that point, you're just playing with me, and you're here to sell me an agenda. And I think that is what makes it a gimmick. So not everything is a gimmick, and what happens is that now everybody calls everything a gimmick. But the reality of things is like there's a difference between Ashake telling me that he likes skating and skating is his lifestyle versus Ira start telling me that yam is a part of her daily life. There's one I believe, there's one I don't believe.
Okay. Dante,
So,
do you want to reverse? Okay.
Yeah. Also. So, first of all, to be supposed to say, I said that I also don't believe that Nigerians can't process it, but I feel like oftentimes some people might struggle for one reason or the other. When you use the Arastas eating yam thing, it's just like a favorite food. I don't know. I don't think that has anything to do with gimmick or anything. It's just after something their favorite food, and now people know. It's kind of like when Afrobeat in the world was starting to pop, and every interview video asking them, "Oh, Nigerian jollof rice or Ghanaian jollof rice?" Till all of us got tired and what I didn't know other questions. So like when I think it even plays into each other like a chain reaction. Like the notion that, oh, Nigerians just want to dance, for example. I feel like it's part of it. So like if the sentiment Nigerians just want to dance, the questions that people are going to ask are only limited within like there's only so many questions outside your relationship, what are you doing, what are you up to, and this, and it's just there. But then when Aristotle comes out and says, "Oh, the concept of celestial being, I was designing this, I had this idea of how it was meant to be presented before my first EP," that is the word building. That and eating yam are not the same thing. That's just the lady mentioning.
Dante, but that's world building. That's not
guys.
a gimmick. Like I think
Well,
there's a difference between like when I'm looking at a gimmick, I'm looking at what Cade just did. When I'm looking at a gimmick, that is what I'm looking at. Like Ira coming to tell us, like literally, you've decided that this is your world building, right? And this is what being a celestial being means to you. When she came and she did that interview, when she even did that thing with Corty, right? I remember people being like, "What is this one saying?" Right? And I think that is literally what it is that like she came, she built her world, she went. Some people believed it, some people didn't believe it. When Thames came and said that me and you is about her and Jesus Christ, and that this is the world that she was building inside the music video, people were like, huh, what is this one talking about? And I think there's a difference between saying I don't believe what this person is saying versus quote unquote this is a gimmick. And I think
Okay, but
and
here's
I
the
think
thing. You
like if you
can
spend so
say
much
you can say
time,
you
You
don't
guys,
do
wait. Can
this.
I say something? At
yes.
the
Guys, I
at
have
the
not
expense of
landed,
losing
but
the plot, because obviously using Beyonce as an example for anything is quite stupid. But let me just use her as an example. She brought out Renaissance, right? Beyonce is
I
not
wouldn't be able
known.
to get that
Wait,
reference by the way.
wait,
But
wait.
go on.
Renaissance is like a house music album, and house music is really synonymous with like transgender, gay people, black people. Now, before Renaissance came out, nobody associated her with that kind of thing. But before it came out, she started putting out stories about how her uncle, his name is Johnny, was used to dress her up. You know, she started talking about like
Finding out
how,
that her uncle was
do
gay,
you
like all
understand?
of these
So
different things about
when I
him.
talked about backstory, that's what I mean. Like Nigerian artists are not putting enough like thought
They're
and
not
effort
giving us a
into
backstory
backstory.
to
Do you
into
get? You just
this
come out
quote
and say,
unquote world
"Oh,
building.
I want to stand in the middle of the crowd and kinikon." You do not bring out like just a simple video on your YouTube explaining that, "Oh, this is how my intellectual journey is shifted this year, and this is what I'm going to do now." And then a month later, you put out an article on Substack, and like a month later, you put
Can
out
I be
this.
honest,
Then
Diola?
nobody will
Diola, that's
think it's
even
a
doing too
gimmick.
much. Diola, to be
Sorry,
completely honest, that's doing too much. And I think like that is even
but the artists that do
unnecessary,
this over
right?
here though.
Yeah. Some people are doing it, but to me, that's even doing too much. Here's my thing. I don't think that the backstory people are looking for needs to be that like quote unquote in depth like thing that is so tied into who they are. It can be
No, no,
something.
no. As in,
No,
I'm
hold
not
on, hold
even.
on. It can be
Sorry,
something
sorry.
very, very simple, right? And it doesn't have to be realistic. Like when Victoni built a whole world for us with the do you want to call it animation or whatever? When he did Ohima, when he did all of those things, right? I
Yeah.
didn't have to think, oh, what does this have to do with anything? He came, he built a world, he
Wait,
left.
but we had to though. We had to initially. He had to like feed us, and then that was just
and
after a
and
bunch
he
of
did
covers
it
that people
bit by
started.
bit by bit by bit,
Yeah.
and then he gave everything to us, and I didn't have to come and say, okay, now that you have done all of this, when Stubborn came out, why did you not stick to what you were doing before? I know he built a world, he finished what he wanted out of it, and he moved on. That is what I mean by like, I don't think something that you build has to stick around for every project, for every appearance, for everything. That is what I mean by like, why would you look at something like that and say that is not a gimmick, but look at something else and say that is a gimmick? That is what I am speaking to. He came, he did his world building, he left, he abandoned the world and moved to something else. I didn't come back to him and say, why did you do that? Why didn't you continue with that? That is really what I'm speaking to here. I want to give you the chance to finish so Slickback can speak as well. But like I think if you focus too much on world building, you miss the concept of where people are coming from when they are talking about a gimmick, because the gimmick has nothing to do with world building. But yeah.
So I don't think I'm getting through, but I think we have some points that we kind of align with. But there is the other, just I guess from the back end side of almost everything can be worded as an agenda. The reason why a story is attached to things is so that it could reach people because it gives it more meaning. And there's that. And I think certain people might come from that and say, oh, yeah, just trying to sell an album, we're just trying to do this. I'm just saying, I don't think people should just water everything out because to me, it's looking like a bad habit and a recipe for a future whereby certain people won't be able to be very expressive and very creative with art. Of course, certain people are not going to care and it works out, but I think how you train the audience matters. And if you say certain things mean etc., because you're saying, this and that, and you explain, and where did this come from? I'm sure some of the artists we already mentioned during this conversation. I can remember a few of their interviews that I can link to them. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense why this is on the project. It makes sense why he said this here, and okay, this was like you said, pulling out of his ass, and that would be wrong. So I think people rush to it when I'm pretty sure the time that some of these artists put into it is so that audiences can mean something. And if the audience just takes a second to like, okay, what exactly are they trying to do? Because I'm pretty sure majority of people don't think artists are trying to go the extra mile, except from up on a mic, put a few words down, and I'm done. That's literally what some people's perception
like even
is.
earlier,
So like,
even earlier in the space, right, when we had MYST here, and I think Javi had asked that question, right, and they said the Y means you, like all of us, right? I could literally have been like, that's a gimmick, or that's
that's
just.
exactly my point. But then,
But you see
the
how like
perfect
that is
place
not
to say
like,
that was ATTW because we would appreciate something like that. And
yeah,
like it just,
like
it's like,
so
oh, okay,
that's
that makes it so much like 10 times better. What exactly it meant, and that's what I'm saying. That's kind of reaction that some of these things I feel should be getting, but they are not because they are reaching people who not having the references is one thing, but having something that is like right in your face and you could just appreciate. I think that is where I'm like everything. That's my own thing of
I
everything.
think
You can't just
yeah,
say everything's
everything
gimmick.
can't be a gimmick, but I think also it's on the artist to not be lazy about it. And when you're lazy about
Okay,
it, it's
that's
easy for me to
a
call
fair
you
assessment.
a gimmick person. But Slickback, please, you've been wanting to say something. Please go ahead.
I actually think Bele bad at Ashake is bad at gimmick. Like
Oh, I
I
think
feel like
he's
Ashake
hor. I
is
think
one of
Ashake is horrible at it. Oh my gosh, he's so bad at it.
no. I that's where I disagree. I think he's one of the few artists that in the pop Nigerian space that I think the only one where he kind of lost the plot was this Money album. But everything before Money album, I could understand. Um, I I could understand Mr. Money with the vibe. I could understand Walk of Art. I then as much as you people clown the whole skating thing, I love Logo Boy so much because Logo Boy, first of all, like the I think the world building around Logo Boy, the features he was on before he dropped the album, his styling, his dressing, the Idris Alba video, the concerts, the like it was evident what Lungu Boy represented, and that is why I appreciated Lungu Boy. Where I think he lost the plot was whereby like he was transiting to like a military era and we got money at the end of the day. That's why we hear songs like Badman Gangster and they kind of sound, or to me personally, it kind of sounds weird on the album because like
I think it's
this is
perfect. I love that song.
this no, I do love the song, but like what I mean is like
it doesn't fit
okay,
into the story.
Yes, you're wearing white and you're going to Hajj. That's not how you were dressing when you were singing about Manchester. Just that. Like
do you think gangsters can do Hajj?
That's not why you did face. That's not why you did face tattoo. That's not why you. I don't know if you're like he was building Batman gangster war like that military area. He did a whole back tattoo. He did face tattoo. Like he was building something, and I like something got lost. I don't know what happened in between, but like then he now came out as like I'm just so grateful for my life, and I give you guys money. Like that is where I think he lost the plot. Another artist I think is also satisfactory in terms of like the gimmicking. I know we're calling it gimmicking, but like let's just call it marketing. In terms of like the marketing of like a project and an idea, I don't want to mention this man's name, but Burna Boy. Like when Burna Boy is like crafting like albums, he kind of knows how to like tie the story around a central idea, tie the story around a central theme, tie the story like they are going to be all pop songs, but you kind of know where the story is at like from the way he's moving, from the way he's from the album cover, like from every single thing. Only where he lost the plot again is when he was doing the cowboy boots and everything that we all thought he was going to bring out the country album. Then he also like got lost in the bit of the.
I think and this is to Dante's point earlier, and this is where I start to like push back, right? Is that I don't see these things as gimmicks.
Yeah, me too. I don't see them as gimmicks. I see them as.
And I think that's what Dante's point was, right? Like when Bernard decides to build a world around an album around a birthday theme, right? I don't find that as a gimmick. That is literally what, to Dante's point, was the world building of it all. That's not a gimmick. That's literally the message that he's trying to pass across. He does that, he moves on, right? I don't expect that all of his albums would be birthday themed. I don't expect that. And I think also there's this idea that once you pick a theme, everything has to match that theme. It actually doesn't. And that's why Bad Man Gangsta and Money will never faze me. It's why, like, you can find a song that you're like, oh, this doesn't fit. Even the whole, like, oh, cowboy boots thing. The reason why he was wearing that was because the people and the things that he was showing up at around that time, especially in America, that's what was trending in that moment. So I think there's a difference between buying into what's trending versus giving me a gimmick. What I genuinely believe is a gimmick is literally, and I think like that's probably where it starts to get dicey for people, right? Is like when you are, a gimmick is literally when somebody's lying to you, right? And that's literally what it is, like in the actual, because I think like that's where it is. It's like a gimmick is somebody lying to you or tricking you, and the whole point of a gimmick, like by definition, is a gimmick is a trick that somebody is using to get your attention. That's what a gimmick is, right? So I do not look as world building as the same thing as a gimmick. If you tell me this is what I am doing, like when you say, oh, Ashake is wearing white and going to Hajj, that is who he is. That is not a trick to get my attention. That is him literally. Like, it's not like he faked going to Mecca. If he faked going to Mecca, then that is a gimmick. He didn't fake it, so that's not a gimmick, right? He didn't fake the face tattoo. That's not a gimmick. He didn't fake the fact that he was like wearing the military stuff. That was what his aesthetic in that moment was. The literal, and I think that's where I get very like interested in the way people look at things, because I think a lot of times we use words and we forget like what these words actually mean. And so to do like a gimmick is literally somebody tricking you to get you to pay attention to them, right? And what is happening is that when they get your attention, right, the thing that now makes it a gimmick is when they've gotten your attention and it doesn't last. It doesn't offer any value besides getting your attention and immediately disappears because the story they are trying to sell you, they cannot sustain it.
I totally like agree with you. That's why I said I don't want to call everything like.
Sorry,
wait, I want to just end this thing.
Your point on Ashake, there is something he said during the Grammy interviews about which is, if I've been fair to him, when they were asking about your military thing, he said, I can wake up tomorrow and I don't want to do this military thing anymore, if I've been fair.
Oh, I didn't see. Dante, you watch all the interviews of everybody.
I don't, but like that's just the thing. I feel like a lot of things that people complain sometimes, this is not about you, about this artist. They said it in one interview on one random thing before, and I've seen that. And when the conversation goes on, I'm like, oh, but that person already said this before.
Are you saying that we don't read? Dante?
He said
reading and watching are not the same thing.
He said no,
I'm just
he said all of you are not paying attention. But I think like also, yes, he's not wrong. But there's also the fact that like you can't expect that everybody is paying attention to everything, right? Like there are things that somebody would be like, Tem said that, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't listen to that one thing, so I didn't know she said that, right? And I think that's fair. But yes, please go ahead, slip back.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what I see, this is now, when I mention my goat, I don't call him up to set him up for drags. Like, I legit 100% believe that my goat is who he says he is, because he's like what I classify as gimmicks in the music space is when an artist takes like a completely different like identity that is not like, or like I cannot see the like I can't see the identity, like I can't see the origin. Like it just comes up for like a shock value. And I feel like because of that shock is the shock value is now what you are trying to use to grab my attention. For example,
exactly.
Yes, if it is CK that painted his hair red and did the whole Fireboy thing that Fireboy did, if it's CK that did that thing, but lie to lie, I'll believe it. I'm not even going to doubt it. I'm not going to doubt it one bit, Chasa, because I know that CK can, like, I can see the steps to how CK can get to this level. Like, I can see it like that. But Fireball, like, there is no correlation. So
Bro,
he just
you're not actually not paying attention. He made a
no.
called Playboy. I people said I was annoying.
See, no. See, no. The old Playboy album, I never said it was not him. I just said that like there's some things that can come from people that would just sound cringe. That was my own what they call it. That was my own review or sentiment about the album. It's like, Damola, this is not who you are. This is not the song. This is not. Yeah, remember the song of who you are. That's all. Like, I'm a pastor. Don't allow the world to influence you into. You're a lover boy. Do not. That's where me I was with the whole Playboy sort of. It's not as if like, oh, like you shouldn't be a Playboy or something. Like, it's like, oh, like this is not who you are. That's where me I was in the whole issue. Like,
if anything, I would say that like an even more obvious example is like, for example, now say we wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden Ed Sheeran is like, I am now doing like I hate love essentially, and he starts posting.
Do you understand?
And he starts posting a bunch of like random anti-love stuff, right?
Okay.
And then he now wait, hold on. And then he now does all of that, and then he drops a single, and the single is about romance. Do you know that in and of itself is a whole gimmick? That's literally a plot, a ploy to get your attention. Because tell me why was Cade making out with that woman all over it, only for me to go and listen to the music, and you don't have anything. Like, how did you've gotten people's attention?
But it does. I hate that I have to defend that video, by the way, but it does. Okay. The last track. It's literally the last track.
Okay. The last track in how many tracks? Okay, lovely. Okay.
The last track is 4 tracks, but there was also
I'm redundant on this. For this, like, that particular video,
what does that
is the less gimmicky thing that Kid has done. I like to. Where he did the he tried to copy, was it the Azaman something? That was gimmick. This one.
So I thought you were going to mention when he was an ally.
He was an ally.
He was an ally also.
See,
I can't even keep track of all the things that boy has done.
That's crazy.
Just to piggyback off Belema said, if Ed Sheeran comes on in a music video with Sexy Red bending over and twerking all over his face, the whole internet will be in an uproar. That is where me I am. Like, so I'm like, even if like, and I don't know, and sometimes like nobody can say, oh, like somebody can have like, sorry, on that thing that I want to also reference about the whole gimmicky thing is sometimes if truly this is the phase of like you, like the new phase where you are in your life. If like you go from being a bad boy, sorry, a lover boy, to being a bad boy, a playboy or something like that, I think it is perfectly fine for number one, for the audience to find you cringe. And I think that is like a perfect and valid reaction. Like everything that you do does not have to be well received. If you if if you take the risks and you do it, people might come across it and feel like you are going through identity crisis. And I think that's one of the things that people are feeling from Fireboy is like it feels like an identity crisis, like more of like it's not like they're not receiving it because oh they just can't appreciate when an artist switches up his identity. It just comes across as cringe and comes more of like oh like you're in an identity crisis phase and you're just like trying out anything, hopefully hoping that it sticks. So the audience reserves the right to accept or deny whatever artists do. That's why I end my contribution.
Well, that's lovely. I don't know that there's much to beat on. I think my own is for me to know that something is not a gimmick, you have to be able to carry it somewhere, right? And if what you are doing is you are building a world, then let me know that's what you're doing. Because if Ed Sheeran, the same Ed Sheeran comes out and says he's anti-love or he's this and he wants to do this and then he comes out with an actual project to back up the new identity he's giving us, and then once he's done with it he moves on to a different style of things. I'm also fine with that. I actually don't find that to be a gimmick because he gave you exactly what he was portraying, right? And I think that is fine. Like if he comes out and he finally drops the rap album that we've been asking Ed Sheeran to rap for us, because he's like the people that don't know, he's actually a rapper. So like
He said he sings fast. He doesn't rap. He sings fast.
Sure. He's actually a rapper. So if he does that, like I'll be cool with it. I don't have a problem with it. I think my thing is I don't go around calling things a gimmick because I find that it is a lazy way to describe something you don't like. And that is what I think is happening, Dante, is that people are calling things a gimmick when they don't like it. That is specifically to your point, what is going on. But if you are doing trash ass world building for me and you expect me not to call that a gimmick, I don't know what to tell you. But your world building is trash. Do better. That is like I'm not going to then say because people are calling things they don't like a gimmick, that means I should be like kind and say that like oh I shouldn't put down somebody's world building they're doing. If your world building is trash, your world building is trash. I won't call it a gimmick, I'll call it trash. And I think that's what it is that while you expect the audience to do their due diligence, I also expect the artists to do the work too. And I will continuously go back to Ashake and that skating one because even the military gear and everything, that one never bothered me. But the fact that man made a whole song, told you people skating is his lifestyle, skating is a part of him. And then he was like, okay, I'm done.
No, he's not done now. Didn't you see when they brought his G-Wagon and he had like different skateboards?
Yeah, so it's his hobby. It's his hobby. So you see, that literally I can look at that and be like, okay, he actually likes skating. He actually found a hobby that he likes. Good for him. Like, and he incorporated it into his music. Great for him. But like
calling,
yeah, that's not.
No, sorry. I'm trying to say, calling out the gimmicks, please, as we're calling out the men, let us also call out the women.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because why did you take her name out of my mouth? Yes. Gimmick artist number one. That whole Indian Bollywood thing she was doing, very disgusting, very disappointing. Need her to actually stop. Very weird. So I don't like. There are some things that just shouldn't be done, and it is what it is. All I'm asking for is make good music. That's all we care about, really and truly. Okay. Did I miss anything? Dear last,
No,
sorry.
but Taj is here. I was calling him out
Oh, you
earlier.
were
I
calling
need to
Taj
ask him
out
what he
earlier.
thinks of.
Taj, they have
What does,
question for
Do
you.
you know what you
Welcome.
missed? Do you know what you missed, Bella me? Yeah.
I'm screaming. Don't annoy
Wow,
me.
Bella, you didn't miss me.
No, I didn't.
Wow.
I want to see. I have a
Dante
theory.
had a question for
My
you.
theory is that Taj has gone for a while, and if you put two and two together, now Edis is happening in Canada.
Taj was doing the
Lord. Lord, please.
My own theory is that since Tad has gone,
There's no relation.
my own theory
Guys, what
is
do we know relation? Yeah,
What's your own theory? Your theory is that Taj left to do what? Become a
no.
father.
Since Tad has gone, we have not reviewed any Ribena song, any Baloranki song, any.
Man,
Before you start playing catch up, Taj, what do you think of the Yabs?
the what?
The Yabs.
The Yabs.
The Yaba song.
Thank you very much, Taj. Because I asked as well. I said, just to be clear, Yabs means Yaba. And they said,
Yeah, no, it's Yaba now. Like the Renzo Arts record, right?
Yeah, and then.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea per se, but it's funny. It's a funny record. But just my taste, like out of their scene, I don't think it's one of my favorite songs for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm personally not the biggest fan of Renzo as much. I haven't heard what has impressed me. The best thing I've heard from him is the Scotty record.
The FF Studio.
Lappy, yeah, FF Studio song.
I don't get that song. I don't get Renzo as well as much, but this is the one song that I do like. And I was saying earlier how the chorus, like the meat of the song, that's kind of being what the parts of the song that using to push the song. They didn't repeat it. It was 1 minute for 2 seconds. Everybody did their verse and said bye bye.
Yeah, I think he knows how. I think he knows how to create music for content. I think he's very good at understanding what works to get him out there. Like even just being away, just spending like talking to a lot of these guys on recent, like you get to understand that they are actually very smart guys. Like they might not have a lot of the business figured out, but they definitely understand the power of branding. They know exactly how they want to sell themselves, and they know exactly what the audience likes. So yeah, I think he's one of the guys that knows exactly what he's doing.
Okay.
This is, I think he's a litmus test.
There was one Renzo, I think when I was saying about this, I saw there's a Renzo, Dan Papa, Dave Diorico, and One Drag song.
Dave Diorico.
See, all those guys,
SoundCloud.
All those guys, they all have variations of songs together. For all of them, like there's each you can think of 5 different pairings of or like what's the word for pairings? The 3 of them, 5 of them, bro. They're all making music together, man.
And you shuffle them like cards.
Yeah, they're just shuffling themselves, and it's good, and it reminds me of just like how like just old hip hop, where it's like everyone's just dropping on verses, freestyles. Like there's just no restriction. The business is not getting in their way. They're having sessions in person. They are making music. When they make music, they will shoot content immediately. Like there's just a certain level of, thugging that they're doing, and it's cool, man. It's cool. They dropped a freestyle recently. 4 of them on the record called 444. Yeah, man. See, those guys are taking it back to I feel like that's where everybody's going to end up going. For those who are trying to break out, obviously the ones that established, they will still find their usual rollout and stuff. But these ones, man, they're not overthinking the process. And they're just going.
Okay.
I feel like these guys are a litmus test for the new age mommy and daddy music. Will be here when somebody will call Rema mommy and daddy music. And
yeah, music will evolve now. Like even Rema said on the old now, is Rema like 26? Something crazy like that.
No, he has not allowed you the baby to grow.
How is 26 crazy?
Yeah,
They go soon old now. All these young boys too. The ones even after them. Trust me, it gets more ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or should
Well,
I
I
say ridiculous?
think I think it's interesting right now that Black Bones is about to kind of take that evolution from their thing and run with it.
Yeah,
Because I'm hearing the snippet from the next song, which I think was produced by the same people. I know Just Happy produced them. I think Spy was in this. Almost the same people who produced Chanel are also producing the next song.
And and he's also featuring them on the project. So he has been doing sessions with a lot of them. Yeah, he's been an OG as well in rap, right? This is what the AQs did to him. This is what MI did to him. He's doing it for these guys. Once again, this is all rap, man. This is all rap shit, just termed in different words and different names. Oh no, bro, it's all rap. Right? So rap is hip hop, just a different age. And Black is he's being an OG to these guys.
Yeah.
Even if
Did he tell them to greet him?
Others. What?
He said, did he tell them to greet him?
I don't know that, but he's putting them on. I mean, from what I know, just little gist. Like Chanel was meant to have monochrome, but they took on monochrome's verse, right? So but I think monochrome is making the album still on another record. Might be this one, I don't know. He has some other records as well. He going to the studio session with Drag. Drag is very still upcoming. I'm sure a lot of people still don't know him yet. Like.
Yeah, bro, he barely has any material out. It's still, and one thing is that aside from word of mouth, I don't know how else is actually going around because his music is moving.
Yeah, his music is bro. These people don't spend marketing budget too. Niggas really ask for 35K advance. These niggas are just their music is just going. Like their music is just going. The audience is feeding off it, and that is all they care about for now. Obviously, with time, I'm sure emails start flying around, figures start flying around. But for now, you don't have anything. It's just you, your laptop, and your phone. You go make content. You go record music. You go enter social media. Sell yourself.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
That's
Speaking
lovely
of
stuff.
wait, before you go on, I think something I saw, but this wasn't like a Nigerian like UG person. This Slayer is an American like their own UG thing, and what you said about Black reminded me about a conversation about how the generation before Playboy Cardi felt about their music, and then what Cardi went ahead to do with people that came after him. And it seems with the new generation, I don't know if it's the same in Nigeria, but with Black Bones, I'm kind of feeling like it might be. There's like hip hop heads aren't as judgmental because the generation before them kind of dealt with all of those no's and this is not really pop and we don't like this music. But then they kind of have that freedom more than their.
I mean, there's a like with the new age rappers in just globally, Future is a bigger influence to them than Nas or Jay-Z. Like, do you understand? Like, then Future got slapped for not
remember when
being.
Yati was mentioning his influences and people had issue with him not saying Tupac or those guys.
Yeah, trap is going to probably end up being one of the most influential rap styles probably ever, right? And it was something that was frowned upon by the rappers before trap became a thing, right? And it's looking like it would go on to like feed the next 20, 30 years for rappers, right? It does. I mean, I might be wrong, but it's that effective, right? Those trap drums are not going anywhere anytime soon.
Bro, Popstar started using IAS, bro, like Ariana Grande. They started using all those kind of productions.
So yeah, so it's just what it is, right? Like the influence of trap. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't old enough to understand maybe what like boom bap was and stuff like that. But trap is about to really be the soundtrack of his generation and the generation after, which is where all these guys are bred from.
Yeah. Well, that's lovely, lovely stuff. Taj, welcome back. Shout out to you. Thank you for your street correspondence.
These are not even street correspondence. I never entered street though. Although there's nothing in the street, sir. Every street is. No, this year Afrobeat is just dead. Afrobeat street is just nothing. Like, bro, I'm so like Like, I'm struggling to find music that I like, that is new. Like, bro, I'm listening to Dark Green now every day. Like, bro.
I'm
Like,
screaming. Did you see that General Pipe dropped?
I'm not listening to their new shit. I'm listening to their old shit, please. Nothing because their new stuff. But like, yeah, man, this year I've never been one to jump on the whole Afrobeat music is dead. But you see this year, brother,
It's very
man,
dead.
man, this is one damn
I
terrible
don't know
year.
about dead. I'm whining like tornado, so I don't. Shout out.
Yeah, cool. One of the better records to come out this year. We bless God. I wish this came out after like Hot Body. I think it's one of the better songs since Hot Body.
Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the girlies. Shout out to everybody. I know Ashake has been winning it and taking it, so shout out to her.
Ashake's music grew on me, man. And I know it sounds crazy, it grew on me, but I just feel like that, like Ashake is a cheat, man. How don't you like music that feeds parties? Like you go to a party and they're playing 7 Ashake songs off the album consistently, like throughout the night. Like you can run from Forgiveness to Wa to all these records like Asambi, like everyone is singing to you. Like you will be a demon to not like that album after you go out a couple times. Like
yeah, it goes far. It goes hard. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Today was a fun one. We met MYST. Hold on one second. Touch. You might need to mute. 1 second. Okay, there we go. What happened today? We met MYST. Shout out to the girls. They joined. They added us to their girl band, girl group. So, if you haven't had a chance to yet, go and listen to Dynamite. We did TTC Top 10. Shout out to Ashake, Landlord for a Reason. We talked about being a gimmicky artist, and we also talked about new music and went through all the new drops.
Wait, did Ashake dominate Top 10 TTC?
He's been on. There's only been 2 weeks that he's not been in number 1 for the past 6 months.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, bro, like
for the past 6 months.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. You step out and that's all you're hearing. Like it's like that's the only thing you're hearing. Like
at the beginning of the year, it was the Ashake and Wizkid project. Then it moved to the Money project. Then now for the past like 2-3 weeks, it's been Chanel at number 1. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm all okay.
Yeah. The only time that Ashake was not on the number 1 was Back Outside for 1 week, and it was 1 week only, and then there was one more song. I can't remember what the second song was, but
yeah, man. I mean, nobody's dropping anything. The only person that can probably compete with Ashake this year is Marvel. Like nobody's dropping anything that's changing anybody. Like I mean, Fola is doing good, but yeah, like
okay. Well, this was a fun space. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This space was sponsored by Light of the World. If you know, you know. And yeah, shout out to y'all for hanging out. Is there a moral lesson for today? The moral lesson for today came from our dear sisters in MYST. They said you don't have to pick a lane, you can do everything. So be like them, you can do everything, and I trust you guys to represent out there. Everybody have a good week, and we'll catch you next week on ATTW Space. Bye everyone.